All right. And we are live. Let's do it. Help Us Podcast, episode 9 with the Jimmy. Hopefully Jim Jones comes in here. Jim Jones, owner of the Jim Jones.
That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah, we got
Blue too.
Yeah, Blue. Yeah.
I've been following. Yeah, he got a few donators.
Yeah,
big time.
Biddies, big old biddies.
It's not in my face.
So you're not blocked. Today Mike is disguised as a mic, so
yeah.
Mike is a mic. Hopefully we pick up on that one real easy.
You had it like this.
Just
like,
easier.
Why would you not just have it talk? No.
Talk into it.
It's out of your face. This. You all right?
Squared up.
Right. Yeah.
Should have done this earlier. Too late. We're already live. Jimmy.
What's up, guys? We gonna just dilly-daddle around, or are we gonna hit some big topics here right off the bat?
I like big topics. Big topics are great. One topic first. You said you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about Mac Miller for a second, man.
Yeah, we can talk about.
Y'all said you were to talk about MGK and Eminem, and if anybody that's watching and watches, what is it, like episode 8? Yeah, because this is episode 9. Yeah, it was touched on in that episode, and man, just another white guy. His name starts with M.
That starts with M.
And he died.
He did, and I think it's crazy as they go in threes kind of thing. Like we had Tag.
Oh man,
not Tag. I always mess up his name.
XX.
Yeah, it's Tech. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
XX is way easier than what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
Yeah, we had him, which I mean, to be fair, was definitely a different kind of death.
Yeah,
I think they went into more. I don't want to look into it because I feel like it's kind of like disrespectful to look into it, like exactly how this is how Mac died. This is how. This is why he was depressed about all this. Like it doesn't matter. The dude passed, and we should have respect for that part of him. Like
True.
No, you like definitely respect to Mac Miller. Ariana Grande killed him though. Anybody that wants to like fight against that is just like, man,
fuck the respect thing.
You broke my man's heart, all right?
Yeah.
You broke my man's heart.
That's part of life.
To death.
Yeah.
That's part of life. It's just the fact that he already had problems, and he said it before through songs and through interviews, and just over the years, he's like, yeah, I had a real bad drug problem and whatnot. He releases Self-Care, or I guess the album was Swimming.
Swimming.
With Self-Care on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And trying to say how he's, he had an interview that I saw not so recent, but not so recent, saying how they broke up, but they were still friends and they were happy for each other.
Yeah.
But then I saw the thing also where he was like, well, she just married fucking Pete.
Yeah, I don't think they're married yet. They're engaged.
No, they're married. I'm pretty sure they're married.
They're married for sure now?
Like the big thing.
So it's not Ariana Grande, it's Ariana Davidson.
Well,
I'm sure stage name.
Famous, yeah, when you're famous, you keep the fucking name.
Fair enough.
Or you hyphenate.
But
yeah, I was like, well, we were together for years.
Jimmy's mic is causing echo, says Matt. It's too loud.
Too loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll turn it
Told
down.
me to get real close, man.
Well, it's probably just like sensitivity wise.
Well, I'm turning it down, so
just keep talking. We'll go with it.
Now I'm watching your phone. I'm trying to see when I'm moving.
We're all.
Don't go off. This is for chat. Yeah. It's a little bit behind, but
yeah, it is.
Back to what we're doing before we get off topic, and we can still just push through these technical issues.
Yeah.
So they are for sure married. I didn't get to see. She had an anxiety. She went to the hospital because of an anxiety attack. Is what?
Ariana Grande?
Yeah. Is what I read on. I can't say sourceable articles, but articles and social media. So.
I mean, the big thing for me with Mac Miller is like, never really had him as a favorite rapper or anything. He definitely had songs that hit me, and I think This Feeling with Kendrick Lamar, one of my favorite songs probably ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it brings me back to being in high school, but it's so crazy for me now to be like, man, I always liked this guy, and I always really was curious to see where he'd be going, and now you hear his voice.
His style changed.
And he's gone.
His style changed completely. Like, he went from back when I was in high school and I first started listening to him, like, his whole thing was, I mean, this is just common with rappers. Like, you always rap about how you're gonna come up and how to get noticed and like how your style is different. Like, that's the number one thing I feel like most upcoming rappers rap about. But like Mac was always, like, his whole thing was like happy, like smile, thumbs up in the air, you know, like that happy stoner, you know, like feel good, and then it just like
senior skip day, man.
Yeah, it just took a huge change, and like nobody
bitches, man.
Honestly, like a breakup killed it. Like he didn't even like produce that much rap while he was with Ariana. I'm pretty sure. Like,
well, I feel like here's the thing about that is rap is not about being happy, especially nowadays. Like Tyler, the Creator, even said in an interview, I forget who it was with, but he's just like, it's like, people are just done being happy these days. And it's really true. It's just like, you look at Mac Miller, and exactly, if you look at him in high school, it's just like, man, this is what you wanted. This is your dream come true. And not even to say, like, with him kind of ODing, like, look at where it got you, but like kind of ODing, like, look at before where it that got a couple weeks ago, like, it's just like, man, everyone could see it. Like, the guy was looking like more strung out and everything. He looked like he was aging like twice as fast as anybody else.
That's a lot. Like, well, obviously we know with like getting famous, like the drought, like getting famous, the drugs are gonna just like super hit you, like accessibility and everything like that. Like drugs are gonna hit you real hard. We can just restart. Not that far into it.
Fucking. Restart.
For the VOD, alright, just push through the VOD.
Yeah.
Okay, VOD
pushing through. But yeah, no, it's just like, man, I do miss that guy, man. All this talk about, like, you guys are even talking about, like, oh, maybe Eminem and MGK will like get together and like maybe have a song or something. And it's just like Mac Miller, like, he wasn't beefing with no one. I feel like he was playing his cards right. And he definitely, like, should have gotten to be with some people like that. He should, like, I was looking forward to hear Mac Miller feature Jay-Z, Eminem, names like that.
Yeah, thing too. The dude, I'm pretty sure he, like, produced a lot of his own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was starting to make his own beats and make a lot of his own music.
That's what I was like thinking.
Hands on, and it was just really cool.
I watched his like what was it? I watched his. What do they have? It's like a phone thing where you have like you go live. Like a lot of people do it.
Snapchat? I don't know.
No, it's like you go live on something. It's like Instagram or something like that. But his last live thing before, like literally an hour before he like passed, was him making beats for a good hour.
Yeah, dude, I think I watched that one too. And
he doesn't talk or anything.
He didn't. Yeah, I think it was that one. And you could tell he was like tweaking or something. Like, you watch his head movements.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's like rapping because he's making a beat for him, probably. So he's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm about to say. But all drugs aside, man, that guy, he was playing the fucking bass, the piano, he made that fucking drum thing. It was just like, oh my gosh, this dude literally has his nose to the grind when it came to the music industry. He had interest in it, man. And he was like, in his new album, he had a lot more like jazzy, soulful, like, he was like singing. Mm-hmm. He definitely was, he was singing.
Yeah, he's always done his own, he's always done, what do you call it, choruses and stuff like that, like Smile Back, I'll Just Be Your Life. Like he's always done catchy stuff in his songs, like his own choruses. He's even, I don't think, how many features has he done? I don't think he's had any features. I don't recall.
What do you mean, on his songs?
Yeah.
New Faces, bro, has Earl Sweatshirt and Dash, I think. That's the one I listen to a lot, because it's just like, I don't know why since he passed, that's like the first one when I type in Mac Miller that like pops up. Well, I mean that not from his new album, I guess. I think Self Care is the first one But
This Calls is my shit. You're listening to
I
that
don't
one?
know, man. Like New Faces, it hits me even harder because he's just like that line where he's like, "All I see is new faces, and they're leaving on the plane in suitcases."
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, it's like you knew you were gonna go out this way for a while too.
Right. Well,
You
he
know?
talks about it.
You
He
see
has
that
his
there was
documentary.
nothing else really for him to do.
Do you know he has his own documentary?
I did not.
Yeah, he has. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. He has his own documentary, and like he says in the documentary, like I'm probably gonna go off of like dying off drugs. Like if I'm on like one of those documentary darker moments. He's like,
Yeah, he was just for real. Like, I don't have any real friends that will stop me.
yeah.
They're all
That's what
just
I
like,
like.
"You got some for me?" All right.
That's like the one thing that's like really curious when you hear about when I hear about like a death or something like that. It's like who was around? Who was around to like be like? Was it all fun and games and you just kind of thing, or was
I
it
feel
really?
that way with Mac
Were you
Miller.
alone?
XX, not so much. But like I've heard, well, I looked up online. It's not like I know or I'm the FBI or I fucking have any idea. But fucking, have y'all heard like the whole story of like the XXX?
I know he was in trouble. Yeah,
Drake Beak.
yeah. Wait,
Like,
Drake beef?
Yeah, from what I hear is like Drake came out with like 2 or 3 songs that were basically like 301, they were on the other side.
Yeah, other
I
side.
said we
other
were
side.
cool, but I lied.
Yeah.
And then there's a
Oh
triple
well,
X. That's
fucking
the
dog.
only
We gonna see
time I
how
shoot
long they
below the
ride.
neck.
Yeah, that song. I know which one.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people speculate that that was meant directly towards XXX, and
That's some.
that,
That's
like,
some.
he got him.
That's some conspiracy.
Why is because I guess X seen some picture of Drake or a man that looks a lot like Drake sucking dick. You know
Oh
what
no,
I'm
no, I
saying?
heard about that. Yeah, I know which one you're
he
talking
posted
about.
online,
Yeah.
and that and now he's dead. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it could just be anything. Like people are dying every day now, but
That's the crazy thing.
it's
It's
definitely
not
weird.
It's not people
If you
like
were
everybody's dying.
in the moment that he died. If you're like really watching shit, like either he like trolled everyone to be like, yeah, that was me, because like Triple X, that's the only time I shoot below the neck, and like make these name drops. It's like either like you set it up, or you're just like trolling and like, fuck it, like let them think what they want to think. Brings me publicity, fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
That's so crazy. Like so many famous people are dying.
Yeah, but I gotta say this about X. I like his music, man.
I like X's music. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, the first time I listened to him, I think I told you this. I was like listening to Post Malone or something like that, and it's just here's all the new music, the new whatever this genre is, and then XX Sad pops on. And I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
sad,
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. Sad.
I was like, man, this white guy
So good.
is fucking tearing this shit up. This is like the perfect mix of rock and rap right here. Like so many people try to do it and they try to do it wrong, and it's just like there's no real blend. And I really like this guy's blend of music. And he's so young too.
It's like it's almost like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD does that same kind of like blend where it just is like a real good like smooth beat with a.
I don't know if he really has that style. More or less, I like Juice WRLD, and he knows the process of keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that's what a song's meant to be. It's meant to be easy enough to where like you can remember it and sing along and have a fun time. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's getting really lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it is a simple song, it's nothing clear, nothing that you like sing along to. I think
Post Malone's up there. He's got that same kind of figuring it out,
For
got
sure.
got it going
For
good.
sure.
Him and
When
Mac were
it
close.
first came out with like White Iverson, I was like, that's his one hit.
That's it. He's done.
I was like, that guy's pretty cool, but like that's the one. And then he came out with Congratulations, and it's just like,
Dude has a voice. Have you seen him sing Bob Dylan?
this guy.
Have you seen, yeah, have you seen him sing Bob Dylan? I'll have to pull
What,
it
he
up.
has a song, Bob Dylan?
No, he has a song that he sings that's originally by Bob Dylan, and he just like sings it. He just redoes it.
Oh no.
Yeah, you have to show. I have to show you that. The dude can sing. Post Malone can sing.
I've seen him do like Rage Against the Machines.
Yeah. He does. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen that one.
Like that.
I've seen that one too. But no, I think that's just crazy though. It's because all these people that we're talking about, they're all super close. Like they hang out with each other. They go to each other's concerts. They're all fans of each other. So it's like Post Malone and Mac were really close. Post Malone cried when Mac died. It's like, I don't know if you saw like the celebrity reactions and all that. Like there's just a whole bunch of.
Cried with every rapper past that we talked about. Lil Pump, Mac Miller, and I'm pretty sure X.
Yeah, they all like they're all so close. So yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Lil Pump too, because like I've seen the Lil Pump documentary.
I haven't seen that.
You showed me those like a few songs. I'm gonna be honest, I really only like 2 songs, Lil Pump, and it was just like Lil Pump.
Have you seen the Kanye one?
What?
The new one with Kanye?
Lil Pump
and Kanye.
And Kanye.
Yeah. It's really short. It's like a minute long, minute 20 seconds, maybe a minute 30. They're like it's pretty. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's Kanye's out there, Lil Pump's out there. The song itself is really far out there, so it's kind of like you just.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like when you watch it. I didn't really even listen to like the lyrics and what it's about, but it's just like.
Yeah, like that's part of the art process, though. Is like for sure. Sometimes you gotta poop them out, man. You can't sit here doing Eminem and it just takes forever writing this shit.
6 days.
I want it now.
It's going on 7 days.
Well, does it even matter what day it is? Because it's not gonna be like. If 7 days, that's a week. Like it's gonna be at least 5 to 8 weeks, at least.
They said he was.
Yeah, they said he was making some stuff, but he still got to call up G-Eazy for the feature.
Oh, you think he's gonna do?
Oh, bro, I'd be surprised.
Both of them fucking murder MGK together.
I could see it. I could really see it.
Sorry, they're talking to me through the chat. Well, they're not talking through to me, but I can see what they're talking about.
Gotcha.
So they're being buttholes to me. That does? Right here? What are you doing? We've had this whole conversation talking through this technical difficulties. I think we're doing good over here.
Bro, but yeah, X, it's so crazy because it's like, I'm typical old
Classic rap.
white guy. Well, not like classic rap, but it's like, I never heard of this person until like he passed away. And I jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I know about these people before.
You knew him before. But it was just like...
I hate you so much.
I heard about him and I was like, I don't like this guy. From what I hear, I don't like him. And then I heard his music and I was like, I do like this music, man. And then... I don't know. It's like, I feel like he might have been an alright guy. I don't know.
Tupac changes.
Could have been a character.
That's how many people heard, like, because I thought Post Malone was a character.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I thought he was 100% a character, just because we used to make fun of like white. Like, oh, here they come, another wannabe Eminem. But now it's like, all right, well, shit. All right.
I know, for real. It's just like that. It's just not even a thing anymore, and that's what's so, I guess, like relevant about the MGK Eminem thing is like. When there was a time
it's close, yeah,
had to be you. Like it's not that there's people that didn't want to be you and they had to replicate you in a sense. And you're right. It's like white rappers, Lil Pump, Mac Miller, Post Malone, all great examples of people that just are not even fucking with that. And honestly, you get more views, and it's probably better live because. Have you ever seen watched on YouTube an Eminem live show?
The newest one, the last one he did at Lollapalooza, I think it was terrible.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a revival. That was a revival.
A young Eminem show.
Oh, young Eminem.
It was weird.
Yeah, no, dude. I remember when he used. The one I remember vividly is when Drake went to Detroit and just surprised everybody. Like he just comes out of the floor and everybody's like, "Oh crap! Oh!" And he just like goes off and he like kills it. Like him and Drake killed it together.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, that looked like a show. But then you like watch all of his other shows, you're like, newer shows, I should say, and it's just like, looks like Eminem's on a stage rapping. Like, doesn't have that same energy. He doesn't have that same.
Well, for sure, if you're gonna be the fastest rapper in the world, they're not coming to see you move around. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know how much breath it takes to like sing or rap, whatever you're doing, and like even just walking casually, like back and forth from the stage. It's like I remember the show I was talking about. He has like a hype man. But the hype man was like having to fill in a lot of the words so he could get a breath and everything.
That's what MGK does, and MGK does that with Slim, friend, best friend,
Yeah.
who plays keyboard.
I was gonna say I could only remember the bass player.
Yeah, the bass player is Bass. The whole thing because he thought it was spelled the same as bass, something like that.
No, I'm just.
But yeah, I think him, and then the drummer is off the top of my head, I forget his name. Michael knows it. Rook. There we go.
Yeah.
Justin Miller, the mic. I'm nowhere near it. Like, I'm pretty far away from it. I haven't gone up to it like I usually do. We didn't have problems last time like this.
Yeah.
What changed?
Facing away from it.
But either last time I was talking the same. Like, we shouldn't be having the same echo.
You were over there.
In the middle. I was still looking at you. You can watch the video. I'm looking at you half the time I talk. Still shouldn't be done this bad. Everything should have been the same. I was choking on the mic last time. I always get this close so I tell you fucking. Technical issues again brings down the energy.
I don't know. I guess the only thing that I really have to put on my two cents about the MGK Eminem is just how. Like, I was hearing a little bit of Clint's argument and everything, and like one of the that he was just, he's like attacking him being a dweeb and like reading the dictionary, and he's like, but like more people working on their craft. But I mean, I hate to break the ice. I mean, it's all a joke, man. Like, they know it. They know it's a joke. That's why it's relevant. It's all about whose dick is bigger, who's the baddest motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That's what the fucking kids look, they fucking, give me the shit, muncha, you know what I'm saying?
Muncha. Yeah, I definitely feel like the dictionary thing is just basically saying that he's staying, and that's literally Eminem's vocabulary is fine.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, you're a good rapper, but like you're
doing
really
nothing.
Not a rapper.
Yeah.
It's
you haven't been around. Like, this last album, actually all the songs hit top 100.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's just like
I said it was destined to happen. Like any of the
same thing
Kendrick drops an album,
MGK
top are gonna be 100. J. Cole
attacked on is like, oh well, like you're named after a gangster and all this, and it's like you're not really that gangster, and fucking Jeezy like, oh yeah, fucking, but you never try to fight me and blah blah blah, and it's just like that is solely because he's a rapper. That's what the industry and the art of this thing brings you. It's like MGK is a rock star, but because he raps, like he has to have that in, like he has to include it. There's no like, especially coming from the East Coast, being so close to New York and Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That's how they roll. That's just how they roll.
That's how the where I talk. How the East Side's always been though. I mean, granted, it says Midwest, but like we'll count them on the East.
Yeah, I know. It's just like that's what always confuses me. Is he's like Midwest, but yeah, it's like, bro, you are like barely on the Midwest.
Yeah.
You're like just cutting it. But
who knows, man?
I don't know. I guess he didn't want to be an East Coast rapper, which is interesting because it's like East Coast is known for being fast, like Logic. I mean Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's from the East Coast.
Jay-Z was fast like a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It's
He's
not really his
that's
cup
what I
of
was saying
tea.
like about Jesus. I liked his older stuff so much better. Newer stuff. It was just so much more chill.
G-Eazy has older stuff.
He was around like 2014, 15.
He's the guy with that weird music video that he's like a news anchor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he has like other songs on that. Like that whole album that he came out with around there is really good. More chill. Or more laid back. I don't know, he definitely wasn't on this gangster shit. Like no talking shit, no anything. He's actually signed by the same label as Logic and what's his fucking Woody Allen. You know who Woody Allen is?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, they were signed by the same label at first, and then Logic went to be his own person. And I don't know what Jeezy's now, but Woody Allen's not really around.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of him. Like, I haven't heard anything from him lately. I'm sure he's still around, as people don't really just drop the craft like that. Imagine he's still making music. He has some catchy songs. He does a song with G-Eazy called "Lady Killers."
Who is this?
And Hoodie Allen. Hoodie Allen's
Allen.
another white rapper. White rapper. Your favorite white rappers. Mike was just over there killing us. We're having to feed off each other back to back here.
Now I got nothing. I got no food thought for you.
Got no food for thought? He just kills it like that?
Man, it's a Call of Duty, am I right?
I'm saving that till Michael's
I
here.
know.
I ain't getting into that
I
one
literally
yet.
like. I'm just an outside view on it.
An outside view. Well, I mean, hey, you can't go
I
back.
don't see why you're excited about it.
What? Oh, well, I mean, so many sounds I could make.
It's being an old person. You know what I'm saying?
Smoothest beta release in a very long time. This is a beta release, and
See,
the
like
engine.
beta. I understand release, but it's like beta is like I have old man ears and I just can't comprehend it.
Like a test.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's like once you go so far without like really playing video games, it's just crazy because you look at it and you're like, dude, this is a drug. They sell it like drugs.
Dude, I've
It's
tried
like,
to stop so many times.
you wanna play the new Madden? $100, little boy.
Put that shit
Put
in
it
my
in my
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's so
do.
crazy because then it's like you'll buy the game and then you gotta buy the fucking. You gotta buy internet. You gotta buy internet for half these games to enjoy
Madden's a
them.
multiplayer. You can play
Well,
friends.
Madden's
2K
like
is a multiplayer.
one of the exceptions. Is like
Actually,
almost any sport.
Honestly, console's the only way. Console's the only one that you really have to have. Like, you have to buy internet. You have to buy the subscription to play. You have to have all this other stuff. If you just had a computer and internet, you can play almost anything. So much free shit comes to a
you're
computer.
still buying internet,
But internet's more of a utility these days. It's not like.
and that's how they get you. That's what is fucked up. It's just like, well,
just-
everyone fucking finds a way to
But
pay
that's
for
just like
it.
looking at it right now. But look how, like, electricity, like, we have the ability to control how, like, granted it still gets pretty high. I'm not saying, but it's just like one of those things that come to fact. It's like milk. Milk has come into a factor of play of a lot of people's lives.
It was muted. Okay.
Why were you
I
trying?
mean, I
to
wasn't
do this,
fucking
right?
with him. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I was me. But so yeah, like it's just like electricity. Internet, like right now, we just got internet for $60 for 12 months, 100 megs. So like what we're paying for
12
now.
months.
Yeah. So what we're paying
That's
for
good
right
deal.
now, we pay $100, and when we go over there, it's gonna be for 12 months, and it's like that's a deal. That's a hell of a deal. I'll take that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I'm assuming that eventually prices are going to go down and something's going to change as speeds go up, something like that. But either way, internet's just becoming such a necessity of evolution, basically, to where it's going up, and that's why
It really is, because it's like whenever you don't have a job and you don't have internet, you're just fucked. You're fucked.
Back to the feet, going back to the feet.
And no one wants to hire the guy on his feet. You know what I'm saying?
They don't. Do you have a reliable way to work? Transportation to work? Reliable?
Well, not only that, I just feel like you look at like your handwriting, it's just like everything. It's all bad. It's like if I just did it online, no handwriting. I look like I'm smart.
No judgment.
Yeah, it's just like probably upload you a little resume because it's already saved on there. And like it's super easy for the people that know what they're doing, but it's just like I don't have internet, and then I have to go to someone else's house for internet to apply for a job, and it's just like my resume isn't saved to their computer. You know, my applications aren't saved to this thing. It's just, man.
You can do a lot of it from your phone too now.
Yeah,
smartphones are basically
so
like miniature computers.
Yeah, but it's really stressful. It pisses me off that we have touch screens every time I need to do an application. I'm like, well, I have my phone, and then you're just like going through the whole fucking thing. You almost get to the like send one, and then you press cancel, and you start all fucking over.
I have a problem with autocorrect. Autocorrect.
Both of those are pretty bad for a resume when you're supposed to look professional. Well,
resume, I mean, you can use a template on your phone. They have templates.
Autocorrect.
Oh yeah, I
don't even realize because you're just typing through it.
Yeah, that's the problem I have is my phone fucks me so many times on autocorrect out of like everything. I've gotten to the point where I don't even fucking fuck with it. Because I'll argue with it and he'll be like, no, this is what you meant. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. And then he'll do it again. I'm like 3 times. I'm going back through this bitch and finally hit that little check mark and be like, add to vocabulary what I just said, please. I'm illiterate and I want to use this word.
I'm the same way.
It's trying to make it sound smarter. Fighting it.
No, it makes me say duck every time instead of fuck.
That's just like
now I've just gotten to the point where I say duck every fucking time.
That's just
Ducking
like
time, sorry.
The beginning of it, though. You know, you gotta you always gotta do that when you get a new phone. I am so much louder than
it's you. AI filtering you, bro.
It is.
That's why we're all fucking.
It's the electronic
cyborgs.
eye, and it's just
cyborgs,
bro,
cyborgs. Cut me open.
You cut back on that.
Cut back.
Michael, you can't say that this is one of the smoothest beta releases. For a multiplayer game with a map that big, that many players, server
How does that
problems.
matter, though?
What?
I mean,
that just means the game is going to be that much better when they get through like balancing issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Game is going to be amazing. It's going to pass everyone.
At
$60 for 2 games. 2 games.
Yeah, but you can get a free game. It's definitely like it just depends.
I mean, it's always
like
been
a lot
successful.
of people buy it.
Who knows too? They might make Blackout free. They might. They have no reason not to, but they might. You know how good PC does. PC's where the beta might be like a little sketchy, I think, because one they've never really tried to.
That's what matters, though.
I mean, yeah, but
that's where all your BR competition is.
Right. Fortnite has console.
But I mean, started on PC. Really, it's clearly out there gunning to take out PUBG's role. Like,
yeah, PUBG is not even as close as smooth, and they look very similar to the games.
They look very
I feel
similar.
like PUBG's not staying around too long.
No, it's definitely not.
It's definitely been like dying down.
They're trying to balance and get smoother engine.
They were smart though. They seen Fortnite and they just ripped it off. They're like, yeah, let's just have it not so colorful so that like all these like homophobes and like grown ass men can be like, yeah, I'll play this because it's not a bunch of bright colors. But honestly, that's what's gonna win over Fortnite. I guarantee you. All the colors, all those sound effects, all these things that it's not even that. It's like
it's really not that simple.
The colors game, the animation,
they do
everything about that game is like literally simple as fuck for a graphic engineer to make.
Yeah, okay. So,
and it's just like almost like the South Park episode. You guys remember that where they're talking about like the Terrence and Phillips app?
Yeah. The
microcurrency. Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's like, yeah, we like put these bright colors and then we like put these sound effects, and that way like you think you're getting rewarded and you feel good for a little bit. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty is not gonna be the best. in like 10 years, I'd be surprised if they came out like in 5 years. I'd be surprised if they still want to go on with it. You know what I'm saying?
I said that 5 years ago, and they still managed. This is the first game that looks like me.
Yeah.
For like probably more than 5 years of Call of Duty. I don't know, because they've been releasing like 2 Call of Duty games a year.
I release one a year, every November.
Well, it feels like way more because I can't keep track because they're all the fucking same game.
Okay.
But like, yeah, buy every one of them.
I do.
The fucking dumb shit. What do you mean?
I buy them. It's not dumb. They're fun. I try them out, and then it's like.
No.
When do you stop playing them, though?
When do I stop?
Weeks
Yeah.
after he gets it.
I like figure out that I'm just like.
This one will probably last.
That's what I'm
forever.
saying. That's why it's drugs. It's just like $60. And it like.
That
Your
temporary
trial will be
high.
done in a day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Well, it's not even like the story or anything. The story is, to me, has always been pretty lackluster. Like, you don't get Call of Duty
For
for
sure.
story game.
well, they've been lackluster ever since Black Ops 2. Even 2 is kind of iffy.
That's
Modern Warfare 3 is probably where like the story ended good because that's what the last price soap and happened for Warfare 1. That was probably the best, but Black Ops 1 and pretty good. I like that storyline a lot. I like Black Ops 2 storyline.
Black Ops 1 was good.
Black Ops 2 I want to in the future.
Right, but and it's just like, I don't know. It's definitely, everybody knows that they just like reskin the game. Now though, it's like grappling hook. Like, yeah, we're not
Well, they
going to give
kept
you
all
a
the
double
same thing from
jump.
Black Ops 3, like the agents and stuff. They kept all those kind of agents the same because everybody liked that. Operators kind of thing. Like they liked the operators, they just didn't like the jetpacks. It's literally the only thing.
Yeah,
They like boot stick ground.
right, yeah. But I mean, this is still, the BR part at least is, well, no, I mean, because even the actual game, yeah, it's a little more realistic. You could imagine Batman, Iron Man. But like, yeah, that's not what you get Call of Duty for, you know. I want that war experience, and
This
soldiers
BR
going over
brings
there,
it. BR brings it, man.
jetpacks.
So good.
Not that they wouldn't if we had them, of course we would. But
This BR system is. I'm not
Would
going to
you
say
though,
anything
like-
negative about it.
A jetpack isn't really that
anybody that's just
stealthy.
80 people dropping in. Like,
No, like the engine, everything's so smooth. The map
No, it's
development,
definitely-
like for a Call of Duty
definitely
team, it's
really
so
nice.
good.
I mean, it's their new game. Very pivotal game for them. Like, all right, well,
Top 3.
no,
Calling it.
but I mean, like, this is definitely a pivotal game for them.
No, I'm
'cause
saying
now
top
this is
3
them
is in like
getting
it's going to
away
be
from
top
just
3 for
Call
a
of
while. It's
Duty.
going to be Fortnite,
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
it's going to be Call of Duty, and it's going to be.
You guys really think that means anything though? Because like on the
that's
outside,
player
it
base.
looks like everything has its turn at like
Yeah.
a top game in a sense. Like if you actually put enough money into it,
Right.
put enough time,
It's
and
about
you
hype.
already knew that there was a fan base before you made it, it's like
It is an original. Listen here, who's featured? That's Blake. Blake. It is a. It's not original, but it's like it's its own thing. It's the same thing I've been saying like all these podcasts is that it is gonna bring the player base that is already at a medium to a higher, and it's gonna be back, and it's gonna be just as successful as Fortnite and PUBG. You say that, that's fine. Like,
Yeah, I don't think
it's an argument.
There's
but
no. I
it's an
can't. I
endless
would. I
argument.
would bet money that it's not going to be as successful as Fortnite.
I bet it will because it's definitely its own thing. It's not. You're not building. You don't have to worry about that. So shooters are gonna come back.
What do you mean by successful?
Successful as in like it's gonna be around. It's not just gonna like fall off the map.
Like they're going to put in like $100 million, 10 or $100 million
It's gonna
dollars.
keep getting updates. It's gonna keep getting balance changes. It's gonna get that same
Treyarch's
player.
gonna put in like $100 million into their tournaments.
Well, Treyarch doesn't. The companies don't do that in the first place.
Epic did.
That's Epic. They're also like their own like thing.
Treyarch and Activision aren't their own thing.
2 different companies.
I mean, like the one that so Treyarch like makes.
They
the
don't
game
fund. They
and-
don't fund their tournaments.
No, well, that's bullshit.
You
But I
know,
mean, like
they
that
still
would
get
keep it
money,
around.
though.
But that's how successful Fortnite was. Here was it. Here's like all of these millions of
Also,
dollars.
like a lot of little kids that think that they're gonna be good at. They're not. Spending
Maybe
all
they are.
their thing. It's the same thing with League. League have that big of a prize pool too. They just didn't give that much money. They guaranteed
yeah,
Riot
yeah,
had that
yeah,
much
yeah,
money.
yeah,
They just
yeah,
didn't decide that they wanted to because
that
they're
was
greedy
the big
bastards.
problem with them too.
Dota 2 had one of the biggest pots ever
That was
for their
'cause-
championship,
'cause
and
they
it
would
was
let
from
people
all the
donate.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like any company could technically do that. It's just Epic decided that they wanted to because they had no reason not to, I guess. But like,
That damn success.
I guess, and
Like, I don't
I mean,
see-
also it increased their player base. Like their player base is,
Yeah.
to be fair, very one-sided. There's players that are good, and there's players that are god
You
terrible.
guys are
at
talking about like tournaments and stuff, right?
it. Tournaments or anything, just playing the game itself.
think
Like even
that's gonna happen with Call of
tournament
Duty.
setting, it's pretty one-sided.
After
no,
that
Call of Duty,
guy
wow.
murdered those people at the video game thing. Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's
I
like,
was a Ravens fan.
oh, that explains it all then. Ravens, why'd they let him in? They were asking for trouble.
Yeah, I have no idea anything about that.
You didn't hear about that?
No, I have no
How
idea.
small
Yeah,
of
this
an
guy
indie company are
lost
they
in
still?
a competition in a football game, and then he like,
Only have
did he
like.
kill the winner, or did he kill a bunch of people?
Oh, you're talking about that. You're talking about that. You're
He
talking
killed
about
like
that.
four. I think it was 4 people and
Four people
injured
and, like,
another 9.
Yeah. something.
Yeah. Which it's just very sad to hear because it's just like
All right.
the video game community
Now you're just
underground is like a sports community.
Everybody plays BRs and Madden. Because there's definitely
I
a
agree
lot
with
of people
you.
that play League. They're
Caleb's not dumb
A
though.
little closed-minded, but you still could be right. Just saying. Keeping an open mind
It's
about
weird.
that.
It's definitely a different way your brain works. Because I mean, in Phil Madden, like the mechanics is all play making, knowing what plays. Like it's definitely just a different mechanic.
Well, it's like that's a
Very
different. I wouldn't
memory-based.
say.
Memory
Wouldn't
based.
wouldn't say it's based on their how
Hit this
intelligent they
button.
are.
React with
Definitely
this
a
button.
different crowd of people though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times
I'm
people
surprised
that
that
play.
they have their own championship still.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
NBA has one too. That's just as weird.
Seems weird. Yeah, seems like because the people that I know that are good at that game are people that don't actually play games normally.
Right.
In that game, I just wouldn't imagine
Trimus.
giving a shit enough.
Tremus says
Do
hello.
it.
I don't know who Tremus is. If he's here, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, Tramus.
Madden and NBA though, those two are definitely like those kind of players that are just very play the game just to play it. I don't know, they get like super into the game. The game was number 1 in Madden. That's why his name's The Game. The rapper. The rapper.
He was
Oh,
number
the
one in
game, the
Madden.
rapper.
He was number
Okay,
1 in
okay.
Madden. I don't know which one it was, but he was
What
number
game
1
are
in
you
Madden, and that's
talking
why they
about?
called him The Game because he played so much Madden online that became number 1 in the leaderboards.
Really?
And he was like rapping at the time, and they
A
didn't
really
know.
buff guy, yeah.
With all the tattoos.
Yeah.
Yep, that dude is really good at Madden.
That's crazy.
That's kinda crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, I just thought it was because in the game.
No.
Learn something new every day.
That's good.
Dude, with the
Don't,
facts.
don't play him in Madden.
Yeah, don't play him in Madden. That's what he just does. He's the back behind like all of his shows and stuff like that. And he's just
He's
got
never
Madden players.
lost.
That logic
Unless
is
he's never lost to anyone that's lived to tell about it. Baltimore
Fair.
fan, maybe.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Don't let Jimmy go to a Madden thing. Some hearts
Or
are
a
gonna get
Baltimore
broken.
game.
Yeah, or a Baltimore game. Hearts or heads are gonna get just not good things, man. Yeah,
Right,
no, you never. Yeah,
that's
no,
what I'm saying though. is
never.
With like
Now,
no,
My Little Pony, I've met some hardcore My Little Pony
that's
players.
a whole other thing. That is a whole other reason.
That's a whole other reason. Guys, there's something important.
Don't that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. We're reading this thing here for the VOD. Just letting you know, it's not that bad. It's amazing, but all right.
I think it's a troll.
Troll.
Troll me
either
more.
way or
Troll
not.
me
Either
less.
way, it's too late, man.
He might be on someday.
Either way, can't do it right now.
So we're gonna have our people check that out, Tramus. Don't worry, we got some deep divers going into it as we speak.
I'm pointing over past the camera.
Yeah, he's
taking it down right
researching
now.
it right now.
Down, and we're gonna check it out later. After we're
Jamie,
done here.
our Jamie's behind there.
Jamie. Or Jamie. It's not really Jamie. I may.
I may.
Couldn't afford a full Jamie.
No, stop cleaning the floors. The computer.
Couldn't afford the. No.
I definitely think that the CoD BR is going to be very successful, though.
It's gonna be good. Definitely coming out the gate. It's gonna be really good. It's definitely gonna take over PUBG's spot because PUBG still hasn't got its shit together.
Yep.
After so fucking long.
Yeah.
And now they're just gonna be like, no, guys, please remember us. And
Shroud doesn't even play now. Shroud plays fucking Rainbow Six more than anything.
Yeah. Well, because
the game, like he still compliments the game
for so long though.
He still compliments the game a lot. I mean, you can only take so much Fortnite for so long.
Thing is, well, yeah, any game at all. Like, that's why it's really important to try to keep it fresh.
BRs do get repetitive.
Yeah, that's why. But like Fortnite's fucking game mode, the getaway mode was for fun.
That was
and
fun.
Really refreshing to me.
That was definitely really fun.
Keep doing like they went through that time then where they 50v. Oh hey, now it's a new. Well, that doesn't really change the mechanics of the game.
Right, still 50v50. What's a game that you would be interested in? Like, what do you think would a game for like somebody who doesn't game as much like you? What would be a game that you think you would just like pull you in and you just be like, ah, shit? I know you play mobile games. You like mobile games, but I can't take mobile games serious.
I don't know, man. It was just there on my pocket. Take a shit, pull out the mobile game. But for someone that's not playing video games right now, honestly, what I'm thinking like, where the fuck is Nintendo with like a fucking Smash Bros. Melee or something like that?
Yeah, it's literally about to be released next month.
Come out. Maybe next month. I don't know.
November. I think November.
I haven't
Actually,
kept track of the date because I don't have a Switch, but
well, Lord does.
Yeah,
so.
I love all those arcade fighting games for old school. It's just fucking simple fun, but fucking I don't know, man. Because really, even then, it's just like I still think of like DC, Marvel. Like there's a lot more audience than just like Nintendo. Nintendo's really like dying off. They should sell their shit to someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel, DC, and then be like, and maybe us, Nintendo people. Throw in Link. What about that? Yeah, you like that?
See, but Nintendo's been successful. Like Zelda was such a popular game,
yeah,
and like literally for a standalone like release, like that game probably funded a lot of it.
Right, but I mean,
like giving back
Zelda.
Skyrim being released. A lot of people played Skyrim on the Switch.
That was Nintendo?
No,
they just released it back on like the Nintendo. Nintendo isn't. I wouldn't say dying. They're behind in the game, but they've always, to be fair, they've always been behind in the game.
Yeah, they don't care. I wouldn't say they've always been
behind in the game.
The thing is they don't care to like.
Past 20 years.
Not for the past. What were you say, PlayStation or Xbox? Because neither one was around
PS2.
20 years ago.
What?
I was 6.
I was 2.
There was Sega.
I got my first one. Sega was there, but is that Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Is
Sega and Nintendo. Yep.
Mario.
The only two big ones.
Okay, but when PS2 came out, it definitely surpassed, and the GameCube stayed around because of Smash.
Yeah. That wasn't 20 years.
15, 6, however long. Do I need like an exact?
Right, yeah, okay. He's like, all right.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what
I'm saying.
All right. I feel like Nintendo doesn't really release
games.
a lot, but it's usually really good stuff, which is true.
Standalone games fund a lot of their shit, and they're really
even
popular.
in a lot of the games you don't hear about. I never played that fighting game where it's like you like throw your hands and like springy arms.
Have you guys seen the cardboard stuff?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It's just like they're not even giving you plastic anymore. I remember like how cheap it used like we used to feel like, oh man, like it's all just this like bullshit plastic, you know, like if I get mad my controller breaks easy, what the fuck ever. But it's like now you literally aren't even giving us plastic. You're just gonna give us cardboard. And I have to build it? I have to fucking build my own shit. You didn't even make it for me. You just gave me a bunch of flat fucking cardboard. Yeah, and they sell it to the kids like it's something to do. Like, yeah. Make it a fucking keyboard.
They have the strings like attached to like the backpack thing, whatever it is. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, how long does that last, really? Because
just imagine like one kid who really sucks at building things, but he makes it and it's like held together like Play-Doh or clay or something. They just like find together. It's like, I have no idea how to make this, but I want it to look at least somewhat work. And he's just like wearing a bunch of Play-Doh, and his mom walks in on him like playing the game. She's like, on here.
Yeah.
I told you to
I
build
like the
the
idea of that
cardboard.
stuff. I mean, essentially, that would be you would be teaching kids how to almost their journey down the road to becoming like
Yeah,
My
for
kid's
sure,
gonna be a
for sure.
genius. Well, maybe not.
But I mean, maybe
Fucking
though. I
milk
mean, like if
cereal
you got
box.
them early enough, like
Yeah, then it's just
getting their brain working earlier.
Yeah.
it's just natural. They're like little sponges. But yeah, no, it's like that one.
It's a Japanese
definitely-
company. Their kids do fucking
geniuses.
amazing.
They're
So why are we
kids are probably the
hating
one-
on them?
their
We're like,
kids are
oh, my
probably
kid,
the one that, like,
give him the
can't, like,
controller.
Americans are dumb. Give them cardboard and we'll see what happens.
Maybe, or
Watch, they'll
either that, or they're like,
Watch,
yeah, either that, or maybe they're just like, we'll ship this out to everybody in hopes to make everybody better.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck that, I'm not gonna build my own controller. Here, kid, here's the latest Madden. Ugh.
Yeah. I once had what are those games?
Here's the box he created.
What was those games? The only game that I remember like playing, like I like sports games when it came to Nintendo was like the backyard sports. I
played
Play those?
Blitz.
Big Blitz.
Blitz was fun. You had to play Blitz because it was like the idea that you could just drop kick a motherfucker. And you're like,
Blitz
oh, he's
the
got the
league.
ball. I don't give a
You
fuck.
ever play that one? The Blitz the League, the more
Yeah.
storyline mode
Yeah,
where
the
you could like
storyline
literally like have all out brawls in
Yeah.
the fucking field and like and just take steroids on the and like
Yep.
juice up and
Actively.
it gives you like a +5 stamina or something like that. You're
That reminds me of
Roll your
Scarface
rages.
for PlayStation 2. Y'all
Right.
play that?
Yeah, of course.
Territory and all that shit.
Sniffing cocaine
Yeah,
for
to
to get
help.
your health back.
Yeah.
It didn't like
This is for kids.
make your fucking like slow down time to, or was that Max Payne?
No, Max Payne. Max Payne was where you took the pill.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And
You
it
took a
was slow.
bunch of stuff, I thought, because it'd be like you would take something and like it would heal you, obviously, or some shit. Take one, it's like
Wait, GTA 3, you could go pick up the pill and it would make time slow down too. GTA 3, that big
Three?
red yellow pill, yeah. Pretty City.
running yellow.
Red and yellow pill, and you walk through
Okay.
and it makes shit slow for you too. Or it might have been Vice City. Vice City seems more red pill kind of thing.
It does seem more. 3, no.
3 was so small. 3 was
3 was still. They still had the time. No.
3 was the one with the dodo bird,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you could actually fly in Vice City.
I didn't really like. I played a lot of GTA 2, the trial. Like, you to play for 15 minutes. Yeah. No, it was a totally different game. I didn't even realize it was the same like franchise until way later. It was like, wait, this is that game I was playing on my computer, because like I didn't have any games, so
Right.
my neighbor let me download
15 minutes.
the trial version of it, which is 15 minutes, and then like StarCraft, something, and like. And so I was like, those are the only 2 games I played on the computer. I didn't play them that much because then at the time I had like an N64, and those games were just like a lot more fun to me. Be able to run around in a world and do stuff.
That's all
compared
I
to,
did. I would literally just role play that whole time. Anytime I play like GTA games when I was a little kid, just role play. I drive around and act like I'm actually in the thing, recreate Fast and the Furious. And there was like one scene from Gone in 60 Seconds. In GTA 3, there was like this where you get the Banshee. You had to steal it, but you had to break a window to get into the dealership. In Gone in 60 Seconds, the guy walks up to the window in the very first scene and like shatters the window and then steals the Porsche 911. And so I'd always recreate that with the Banshee, and I'd walk up and I'd like shoot the window, but act like I throw a rock. I'd be like, get the car, and I'd drive through the second window, like, and then the cops were like coming and everything like that. Like, Gone in 60 seconds.
I'm Nicolas Cage.
The one time I ever wanted to be Nicolas Cage.
You're out of that one pretty quick, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep, sure did. Don't go in my closet, by the way.
For all these dolls.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's why I want to get the new GTA, honestly. If I can go find the role playing servers. Fuck around on those. Like, that's gotta be the funnest shit. Any role playing game. It's just the fact that you have the only thing that's shitty about the role playing games is you have to kind of either own them all, or you have to just hit them when it goes in cycles.
Or the most amount of people hit
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It'll go in cycles. So even if the game itself isn't popular, the Twitch people will come back to it sometimes when there's or something, and they'll all go on the same Twitch RP server. Like, shit, if I could get on that server, that would be super fun, because then everyone's got something going on. They all have a different story.
Yeah.
And it's I want to be in there, and I applied to the one on Conan when Conan first came out. But it was all right, what's your what do you have role playing wise? Shit. It's like, that was before D&D, before I was doing D&D. So it was like, and it's like, or you can just like come up with a character now and give us a backstory. Like I came up with like a kind of a shitty character, and I never really got that well into the backstory. Like,
you just
here's some like, here's some blues.
Philip from the Bronx, and I work at a hot dog stand.
My name's.
When I fell into my closet, that was Narnia.
There's that fucking Key and Peele skit, the D&D one, where he's like, "I'm Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm a giant." Okay, Kanye.
It's the
giant.
gangster D&D. It's like his gangster cousin joins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? Well, all right, guys. It's like, here's what you got going in front of you. What do you want to do? It's like, we're gonna get some bitches.
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay,
what?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like,
Roll for that.
we're not gonna do
All right,
that.
so he gets bitches.
Oh, he gets
just
it.
keeps
All right.
rolling
Yeah,
high.
he keeps rolling.
Yeah. It's a good skit. Yeah.
That was a really good skit.
God, they're so fucking creative with all that. They need to make more. I don't know. I want to know what. I mean, I know why they stopped, because they're definitely both being actors in newer movies. Like he's being a director and producer for like Get Out and winning his shit. And I don't know which one they are. I always get them mixed up because Key.
Which, have you guys seen Get Out?
Yeah.
I have not.
I still haven't.
Yeah.
So good.
I keep trying to. I keep looking at it,
yeah.
and then I'm like, I'm already on Netflix just to like watch something to go to sleep. So I don't really want to watch something.
I feel like being
invested
white,
in.
I don't know if I'll be scared or if I'll just find it hilarious.
It's not a scary movie. Not scary at all.
It's not scary to us.
It's 100% a thriller. Like just a like a holy shit, white people are fucking crazy, which we are.
I thought they were aliens.
No.
How's the movie in?
Can't tell you.
Not aliens.
I tried.
The movie ends. They are aliens. Illegal aliens. They weren't even white the whole time. What a twist!
You definitely don't see the ending coming, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you're trying to like, okay, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. You're like, oh shit, and then you're like, oh okay, well maybe this will happen. And it's like, oh.
I
I forget why. It's like I seen some. There's a jogger in it.
Yeah.
For some reason he's important.
Yeah. The guy sprinting at the guy? Yeah, the Get Out challenge. Oh, speaking of challenges, have you seen the challenge of the invisible like people putting their fucking like family members in fucking blankets and making them think that they disappear? Yeah. David fucking did. All right, so I was listening to the Views. Shout out to the Views if they ever want to have somebody on there. They don't, because it's definitely just two people. But they fucking. Have you heard the story, Michael? I know you saw it on the video, but there's a whole backstory back to it besides like just the video itself. And basically what happened, Jimmy, just to fill you in, is so the challenge is you take your like younger sibling, right? You convince you tell everybody in the room like, hey, we're gonna put a blanket over this person, and we're gonna make them think that they're invisible by everybody acting like, where'd you go? Are you here? And then like when they come up and touch you, like freak out. So it definitely takes all the people in the room like getting in on this challenge, right? And then so this popular YouTuber does it, and he goes in and like they convince this kid. He was very young. He's like 12. He's 12. He's 12 years old. Yeah. And like he has his friend. He's like abracadabra, blah blah blah, boom. And he takes the sheet off his head. They're like, oh my god, it worked! And they're all like freaking out and everything like that. And like everybody's doing that. And the kid like starts freaking out because he's actually invisible. Like they're all acting really well. And to be fair, they're all actors, and stuff like that. So they're like acting really well. And he starts crying. He starts bawling, blah blah blah. Like, if you can hear me, get back in the chair. They get back in the chair, put the thing over him, blah blah blah, boom, and they pull it off of him. And then, like, he's like there. He's like, oh my god, blah blah blah. And they're like, you were actually gone, and blah blah blah, and like telling him that. And they're like, okay, because what they were originally gonna do, but because the kid freaked out so bad, one of the people that was supposed to come in and continue the story by acting like he was gone was still outside. And so they were like, go back invisible so you can scare. Jason's the guy that was outside. They're like, go back invisible so you can scare Jason. That way when Jason comes in, he doesn't know you're invisible or something like that. And they're like, okay. So they put him back under there and make him invisible again, pull the sheet off, and he's actually invisible. And then like Jason comes in and he like does the whole skit and scared. But this kid gets so cocky eventually with him actually being invisible, he starts hitting people, and they're like still acting like he's invisible, so they have to go along with it. And so they're like, oh, if you don't want to leave, like, so he wouldn't sit down. And they're like, all right, this joke's over. Like, sit down. He wouldn't sit back down. So they're like, all right, fuck you, kid. Like, we're going to play this. Like, all right, this is your last time. Because then the magician knew that he, like, turns and he's like, all right, I'm done. He doesn't want to turn back. So he, like, starts to walk off. And the kid, like, starts freaking out. He's like, no. He's like, I'm here. He starts freaking out again, like, being crying and stuff like that. It's like, that is such a morbid thing. Because it's not just, like, him really, like everybody's doing this challenge, convincing these kids that they're invisible, and they don't know, like like if people are fucking with them or they're actually going invisible because they're young kids, they don't know any better. They're just gonna believe if there's a majority of like 20 plus people in a room, like they're gonna 100% believe that they're fucking invisible.
That reminds me of a saying my dad used to say. He'd tell me, he's like, well, you ever heard about the man with the tail? He's like, man, alright, so basically, story's like, if one person comes up to you and they're like, hey, Justin, you got a tail growing out of your ass, man. Like, fuck you, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck do you mean, weirdo?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, if you keep going on with your day, and there's like 4 or 5 more people that are like, hey man, what are you, growing a tail out of your ass or something? It's like, now you're crazy if you don't share.
Yeah, I remember that.
And see if you got a fucking tail, alright?
Because everybody keeps fucking saying this shit. Yeah.
But it's almost like reverse psychology where it's just like, yeah.
Like that drop your pocket bullshit.
Oh,
Like, hey man, drop your pocket, like fuck you, and then you're like, something fall out of my pocket though. Like,
I always
there's so
I
much
always
hate.
look because I just hear, "Hey, you dropped," and so I'm like, "Oh shit!" Already right there's like your pocket. It's like,
Exactly.
like I'm worried that I just dropped
Don't
my
get the-
phone
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like my wallet.
Anything
money?
important,
Yeah.
anything that important that goes in my fucking pockets. Like I
Which is
could
the only thing I bring in my pockets is important stuff. Like, why would I just bring
Shit that I eat on me all the
bullshit
time.
with me? Yeah, like,
I've got some tater tots. I've got some.
yeah.
Got some tater
Tater
tots.
tots are really
good.
You don't know when I need one of those.
Couple spare napkins.
Yes. I always carry some spare napkins in my
many
back left
napkins.
pocket. My back left pocket, that is my napkin pocket. My back right pocket,
It
well, I
just
keep
reminds me of Seinfeld when his wallet's too fat. And he's gonna even it out.
Seinfeld, dude, that's
how
such a
did
good
Seinfeld
show.
just come-
#1 sitcom.
I mean,
Number one
for a very long time.
a very long time.
For a very long. Did you know that, like, what's his name? Larry. The
Pocket pizza.
the guy fucking that's really popular is Larry. Oh wait.
That's fine. Keep on going. I'll let you know. Larry who?
Oh yeah, the kid. They take a picture before, like,
Right, yeah,
on the
yeah.
couch, and then they're like, all right, take a picture if you're here, so you can see you. So they have him go sit on the couch, but they took the picture before, and so it's just an invisible, like nobody's there, and then they show the kid, and he's like, ah!
That was on
David,
David Dobrik's
yeah, but everybody's doing it, like because of that one
because
magician
of the fucking
Netflix thing.
yeah, Magic for Humans.
Yeah, but it's working on little kids.
yeah.
And
Well, no,
it's
but
so
of course,
morbid.
why would it not work on little kids when it works on adults?
Right.
The whole thing is like with that guy,
because
he was
we
like,
all
"We're gonna
have
get this
imagination.
adult
We
to
all have
believe that he is
imagination.
invisible," and then you're just like, "I'm not invisible," and then it's like the best part of that watching the original one is like that first dude, the fucking black guy, and he's putting him under the blanket. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna say the words," and he's like, he starts shaking like he's like almost hyperventilating. He's like, "Oh no, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's gone." He's like, "No way!" And then they did the thing or take the picture. Oh look, he's not there. Oh shit! And then it was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I must be invisible." He starts walking. I'm surprised no one was like grabbing boobs or something.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
He starts
For
flipping
sure.
off the people, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, no. At one point, he's like in front of some dude, and he's like, my penis." Like, not actually, but
Yeah.
like, suck it. Like, even in his face and stuff.
Think about how much how clever we can get with that, like, because the internet's a crazy fucking thing.
I
We're gonna take
imagine a
that.
Dave Chappelle skit with this, like Tyrone Big Ups
Everything goes
being
wrong
the
or something
invisible
like
guy.
that.
No, it's like, oh, you're invisible, and like without a hitch, he'll just like start pocket checking everyone.
Yeah.
But they have to act like he's invisible. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's just like, oh,
Just starts walking away with the just walking
That would
away.
be really funny.
They're like, are we gonna break, like looking at each other, like, are we gonna break character? Who's gonna break character first? He's like, no one's breaking character. So he just keeps taking people's shit.
someone's like trying to stop him, and he's just like fucking slaps their hand. No.
They have to play it out like, oh, just touch me.
I feel like we shouldn't just be like putting it out there on the internet like that because that'd be a great skit.
Copyright. Yeah. This is our shit here first.
Dave, if you want to come on the podcast,
Yeah, feel free,
Somebody
man.
get this to Dave Chappelle, please. We're doing
I know you're just trying to get away from your wife and kids sometimes, you
You
know.
are not the right man for the job.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right.
I'll take care of it.
There's a height requirement. You know what I'm saying?
And Jimmy just got sued for a lot of. Sorry, Jimmy couldn't be with us this week. He's in the middle of a legal battle.
I don't think Kevin Hart's that funny. Honestly.
I think he tries. I think he tries hard.
I don't think he does. On his jokes. I mean, like, as a person, sure, because, like, it takes a lot of dedication and whatnot to, like, keep putting out movies. And he still keeps playing in, like, stadiums.
He's just so cute.
But the thing is, that is...
The last 2 or 3 stand-ups.
It's just like, he says stuff that's not funny. He says stuff that's not funny, but he makes it kind of funny because the way he moves. But that's part of comedy. I get that. But the thing is like, when your jokes are the same jokes for like the past 3 specials.
Right. He definitely plays off jokes. Yeah.
Like,
I can agree.
It's one thing to like.
It's a Dane Cook method.
Which look what happened to Dane Cook.
Who's Dane Cook?
Exactly. He's still out there doing fat stuff.
Hey, y'all.
You know?
Yeah, he did get fat.
He got fat.
He got fat.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dane Cook got fat.
Dane Cook got fat.
After seeing Jessica Alba.
He stole
What happened to
Louis
Jessica
C.K.'s joke
Alba?
and then stole his gut. That's just not right.
That's a great storyteller. He could be. He's a good storyteller.
I mean, that's part about being a comedian.
Kevin Hart.
That's part about being. That's
Dane?
part about being like a good comedian, though. Is when you can like be
That's
a
why he's a good
storyteller.
actor, though. That's why he's a good actor. Because he takes. I think he's a good.
Oh,
actor.
good of an actor.
As a comedian, though, it's like
comedy.
Him and Rock could make any storyline.
Well, you have to
just
have
make it.
like him and
Rock.
and you have to pair him
They're
with
such
some
a great
big
duo.
badass
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
But The Rock just does like good
Never.
anyway. You know, like
His characters
they are
all the
really
same.
good because
His
he's
characters are all the same.
gigantic and
Rock's a
tiny.
good actor.
One's
Fuck
gigantic,
y'all.
one's tiny.
Scorpion King was like 10 when that shit came out.
That's why it was a good
badass.
movie. That's why it was a good
Yeah,
movie.
that's
Go rewatch that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty bad to watch now.
Yeah.
Like I'll still watch it. Like hell yeah, go
No
Rock.
fucks. That nigga came from the WWE, and then he was just like.
Have you seen The Mummy? Have you rewatched The Mummy? Go back and rewatch The Mummy. The animation where he's actually a
Mummy.
scorpion. Where he's actually
Yeah,
the
yeah,
scorpion.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so terrible.
That's,
That
that
is
was
the
the
worst CGI
that
I've
was
ever
the
seen in my
pinnacle of
life.
CGI at a certain
Yeah,
point.
for sure, for sure.
You know, like for real, that was at a point they were like, "Oh my god,
We did it.
I had nightmares of that guy because it was
Star
so
Fox
real."
64. I remember beating the game, and you like walk down that red carpet. And when I was like 5, it was like, this is so realistic. Oh my
If I
god.
were to be walking down a red carpet,
Yeah.
this is
I
how it
was
would
like-
be.
Freaking out, I was like, "Oh my god, those polygons look like."
I think the first game that like hit me graphics wise.
polygons.
First game that hit me graphics wise.
Remember the first movie that freaked me out graphics wise? The final.
Oh yeah, they tried really hard on their shit. though.
It,
That
even
shit was-
today,
yeah,
you
that
can
shit
watch
was-
it today, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, "Oh my god,
No, that was crazy
Good
for
movie.
animation.
that was nuts!" Like, I mean, I was kind of sad because when it's like Final Fantasy, and I was like, "Oh shit, Cloud's in there. Cloud's not in
So
there."
many movies, it's hard to pinpoint like one CGI movie that. Like,
Nope.
But you also said the first one. You're not just gonna go like Toy Story or some shit.
well, I'm not.
I mean, but
not
that
like,
one,
that's
that one
like
was
a-
like you knew. I mean, it was an animated thing. Like it was good.
I'm saying okay, so
animation.
I'm saying CGI like in a movie and
Appeal to you. I mean, if you don't say Final Fantasy, you're wrong.
no, Final Fantasy wasn't a movie; it was all animation.
It,
Like I'm saying, like real people acting and there's CGI in it that was like so good. That, like Star Wars. Star Wars would be like a prime example.
okay.
Yeah.
Still have to fix the graphics for Minecraft though, dude. They're gonna be working on that for so long.
When's it gonna release? Full release.
Real shit. Anyone
Like all that's like
watching
beta.
that
It's
Star
like
Wars
Rust.
fans?
Well, actually, I think
Star Wars
Rust was-
fans?
Yeah. Are you guys Star Wars fans? I don't think Michael
Was a
is.
Star
Nah.
Wars fan. Yeah, I was a Star Wars fan.
Like,
Were you really big into it?
Yeah, I was.
wasn't
When I was
I was
littler,
never
yeah.
really big into them, but lightsabers are cool.
You know,
Darth Maul was cool.
I played a lot of fucking.
I missed so
That's
much.
cool.
Like, yeah, I was. Well, I guess because
Clint was
you
into
know,
it more because he read the books.
Mike's my bigger brother. You just like always just start following him mindlessly, like your siblings or whatever. But yeah, no, like going back and finding the story was just like, man, how did little kids even grasp this?
imagination. Our fucking imagination. Well, story-wise, I don't think we did.
Well,
there's like
I could go certain things you didn't understand.
With me,
for
I
sure.
could go through 3 keywords that just really like attached to you as a kid, and it was lightsaber, apprentice, pod racing, and Jedi.
we're all more than
One more.
lightsaber. There was 2,
Oh,
or
you
maybe
know what I mean,
1.
though? The concept of those 4 things, like being an apprentice to a Jedi master, those 2 things sound fucking badass. You don't need to know a story behind the fact of knowing. You might have had to ask what an apprentice was, but like just watching visually, you can see like, oh, this person's little, this person's big. He's a teacher, he's a student. All right, we get that. And then lightsabers are cool. Get attached to those blasters and lasers. All that shit
if
look
I learn
cool.
this from this guy, then he gives me this badass light
Yeah.
that slices people
And
in half.
there's good and bad. That's a very, very easy thing to grasp.
Yeah, but then it's like, when you're older, you realize
There's politics involved.
that it's all gray.
Right.
And like that's what they're kind of doing with the new Jin, I guess, the new movies.
Doing exactly the same.
That's
what-
copy paste.
That's what pisses me off. Is it's literally just different characters, like so essentially different names,
reskinned.
a reskinned telling of the original 3. But the thing I was gonna
The
say,
newer one kind of is going on to throw its own thing. The Last Jedi
really,
kind of does its
the
own
main
thing.
poins are.
I don't see it. I
Last
feel
Jedi,
like
it's
it's
definitely
definitely
a
an
curveball
extension,
of, like,
though.
Trying to like they like get like the character development of like they turned to beat what's his fucking name? I don't even know his name because Snoke.
Yeah.
Turned
Yeah,
to beat
okay,
him.
he
Like, that's
died.
kind of a throw out, like just a
Spoiler, I guess. Snoke died like a bitch.
Snoke.
The dumbest
died.
thing. The
Yeah.
dumbest fucking way to die.
But
Like,
they're thinking that he's not really dead.
Yeah, because he's higher.
it was just
thing,
too
blah, blah, blah,
easy.
The way
Exactly.
forces and all that. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sure.
There's
Sure,
a
we could
fan
go with
theory
that.
he's
They're all
Mace
supposed to be-
Windu.
Of course.
You hear that?
That would be okay if that
Weird.
fucking turned out to be true. That would be kind of sick.
That would be. Because it's
But
like,
like, I don't
Austin
know. If,
told
I
me
think Disney
no
wouldn't.
Jedi ever died from
the
just
force.
falling.
There's different types of forces.
And that's how he dies. Is like he's fighting Palestine. Palpatine. Thank you.
Palace.
Fighting.
I was like, wait.
He's fighting Palpatine, and like basically. He fucking slaps him in the face with his dick
Goes out
and
a
is
window.
like, "You're a little bitch. I'm
He was
about to
electrocuted
kick your
as shit,
ass."
too.
And then fucking Anakin comes in and he's just like, "Oh man, can't let you do it." Yep, bam, and he throws that motherfucker out the window. Well, really, he just stops him from killing Palpatine, and then Palpatine just sneak attack, bitch. But they're like, since no one's ever died from falling in
Yeah, look at Obi.
all of the history of Star Wars, and all the books, all the manga, all the not official
I guess,
stories, they're just like, so a strong fan base is like, Mace Windu is not dead. When are you gonna bring him back? They've been just wanting, like, he's
We want
really the
Samuel
only
Jackson.
cool black
We
guy.
want Samuel
Samuel Jackson's like,
Sorry.
fuck you, I'm already in a Marvel movie. Or I'm already in a Disney
major
movie.
role going.
I'm already in a Disney movie.
Moved on, bro.
Have you seen-
I
oh my
moved
God.
on.
There's so many things. Spider-Man game.
Before we get into that, though, I was going to say, who the fuck was, damn it, who's the guy from Taken? Yeah, something like that.
Patrick Harrison.
Oh, okay. You're both trolling. All right, gotcha. What the hell is that dude's name? I
The
picture his
fact that we just
face.
trolled like literally threw it off me.
Yeah.
I
that
will
guy.
find you and I will kill you. That was
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, yeah.
Not even Neil.
Yeah.
How did we? Okay,
I don't
whatever.
know.
But anyway,
Anyway.
Liam Neeson fell and died.
did. But he's also in half.
In Star Wars?
He was also cut in half.
He's cut in
yeah,
half.
he's in the first movie.
How many people in the?
The cut is what killed him then.
Yeah.
Are you sure
It was a
though?
stab. It
I
was a
feel
stab.
like
It was a stab, to be fair. First, it was a stab.
it was a stab and then a cut.
No, it was just a stab.
You don't.
And then
You
he
don't.
falls.
You don't fall in
See,
half.
plenty
Darth
of
Maul gets cut in half. Liam
plenty of
Neeson.
Jedi
Oh, yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
died
yeah,
from
yeah,
being
yeah.
stabbed, though.
Yeah. Stabbing's good. Like a lightsaber going through you should kill you. Good.
Really?
Keyword
I mean, it already like cauterized the wound. you know?
Right, hot enough. To,
Exactly.
There's no bleeding. There's not going to be any bleeding. Fuck,
It
if
depends where it
Anakin can
hits
come
you.
back, Anakin come back as half a robot.
That motherfucker was in lava.
Yeah, yeah. So where the fuck's Qui-Gon at? How can we not keep that guy alive?
Qui-Gon is Snoke. Here, confirmed on Papa's podcast.
Actually, all the dead Jedi, Snoke. There's a
Yeah, they're all
possibility for
together.
all of them to be Snoke.
You've watched.
Breaking theories from day one. That's us.
Yeah. They just take the best powers from all the other people that you think are dead.
Yeah.
The only ones that
actually not even
the
all
only ones
dead.
that actually died are the ones you thought were
Someone
badasses,
came
but
through.
actually they fucking suck. Was Yoda and fucking Obi-Wan, and the only reason why you know they're dead is because they're fucking came back.
Yeah. And they're all standing next to.
Yeah.
Fucking what is that?
Family Guy.
Yeah. We're all like, what am I doing here?
It's like no. Family Guy's is the one where he's
I'm thinking
like,
of Spaceballs. I'm thinking of Spaceballs. Where the dude like comes in, he's like, he just joins them, he like walks in. The scene.
sure.
Yes, there's a scene where it's like the three important people, and then like a random dude just like comes in, and he's just like, well, I guess I'm here too.
I don't know if that's Spaceballs.
It's either one. We know that it's a
Darth Maul
parody
did
of one
survive
of
it, to be fair. Well, hold on. Technically, the first three don't even count anymore. I think
They do.
I think Disney
Or
came out and
rewrote
said that they're not canon.
They were canon. He was just accepting them.
No, George Lucas made the first. He made 4, 5, and 6, and he made 1, 2, and 3. Then he gave up the shit to Disney.
They caught up. No,
No,
Disney
he
was
just,
like
he
so
was just
later.
tired of it. Like, and now his name's still on it because it's like, well, yeah, but Darth Maul survived in the Clone Wars animated thing. He popped back up, like the bottom half of his body being a spider.
Right, I remember that. Okay, I remember seeing that. So yeah, what the fuck? They can save Darth Maul, but they can't save Qui-Gon? Qui-Gon was a badass.
But now is Qui-Gon? If it's not canon, if that shit's canon.
Rewrite Qui-Gon into the shit.
What does it even matter?
What about
you know?
Order 66? Order 66 still canon.
Eight.
That's like one of the number one like things in the books.
I mean, they still can like personally pick and choose. Like, you can still be like this. You want this, but like all of that stuff that you thought was actual story, like doesn't matter. Essentially, fan fiction. This is all coming from Scott.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but at the same time,
Well,
Scott was a
you're a dirty
huge,
liar and you
Scott's
need to
big
stay
Scott
off
is
the
a
chat,
super
right?
huge Star Wars
Don't
fan.
you come at me thinking you know Star Wars. I have watched 2.5 movies.
You just would
I've
sit at work and
watched
do
3
nothing and just
episodes.
watch you just listen to
Potter's
the
such a
fucking
good
Nah,
show.
I know nothing about Harry Potter.
Really?
Never liked
I
it.
didn't know. I thought I watched the movie. I was like, yeah, I know Harry Potter. And then I like run into like a Harry Potter fan. I'm like, I feel fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much shit that Harry Potter
I
fans
really got
know
Harry
about,
Potter
like,
either.
Aragon.
Watched them, but I mean,
Aragon.
Try to
pretty
read
good.
those.
Aragon and
No.
this. I don't
Couldn't
remember the
do it.
second ones. I read Aragon.
Couldn't
I
do
didn't read the red or the green one.
oh man, I was never a big Harry Potter guy either.
I wasn't a big Harry
Maybe it's
Potter
'cause
person,
everyone
but
said
it's
I
just
look like
crazy
Harry
how
Potter.
Yeah, that's exactly what
how
it
much
was.
shit there is that's like people that are fans of Harry Potter that know about Harry Potter, and they'll make you see like look stupid. They're like, in this part of the movie you see that this, and you're like, I no, fuck, they hold wands and they wah! That's the sounds. That's the sounds.
Yeah.
You just go with it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta throw this in there because it's like we're just talking about video games and movies tonight. Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Finally went and seen.
Did you watch it
Infinity
finally?
War.
He did.
Yeah,
Word awesome.
seen it.
Like it?
I mean, I thought I would like it more.
Really?
To be honest, yeah, I was a little let down. And the thing is like, I never read any of the actual comics for the war. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I'm just looking at it as a movie, and I'm like, this shit is gotta have like so many plot holes when you come back to this. Because if this guy could kick all of your asses now, how is it gonna change? And like that was the whole
No,
point.
the superheroes
That was the
are
whole
there.
point. Exactly.
Oh, there's a second.
How are they gonna do anything?
Well, we know because we know the comics and stuff.
Well, you still gotta see how they're gonna
Do it,
interpret
execute.
because there's like people that are really big in first yet, so it's like who's gonna do it, maybe they're not going to do it exactly the same.
Like, is the audio good? You're in here. I can ask you.
Yeah, that's what I was reading what's going on. But so it's like not everything's there. So I don't know. It just depends because the guy who's in charge of it, Kevin Feige, is in charge of every fucking Marvel movie. And basically, like, I'm pretty sure what happens is, like, if you get a new Marvel movie, like, if for some reason they're like, all right, hey, Jimmy, you can be the director of this new Marvel movie, and you're like, all right, cool, I want to do this story, and I want to do this, and you have to run it by him, and he has to, like, check it to be like, can I make that work with my timeline and with, like, what I want to do?
Yeah,
like a whole thing, like
Exactly.
Do
Yeah.
you know anything about Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel?
Marvel?
Just say no.
Marvel?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I knew the answer. Do you know anything about Adam Warlock?
Adam Warlock?
The answer was no.
Is that the guy that's like a Fantastic Four son? Or like there's some guy that
No.
becomes as big as Thanos in a sense. Like he's that
I
strong.
think you're talking about Legion.
Oh, you're talking about the Xavier's son.
Xavier's son.
Yeah. One that's
The audio, like the mics and everything, like our voices, everything. Does it sound clean, cool,
I
crisp?
mean, he's
too
psychotic, but he's
loud?
like, yeah, no, he's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
He can't control his powers because of it.
Each fucking mind that he has, no, they have split personalities, and each fucking personality has a different power. And somebody like at one point gives him the ability to like clear his mind. He's able to control them all, and he just becomes like God.
Yeah.
He just does whatever the fuck he wants.
They haven't wrote the X-Men into this yet.
Not
Or
yet.
They might put Wolverine in.
They were talking about they might.
Yeah, they might put Wolverine in it.
I think it's a little too early to do that.
I think it'd be random as fuck. Yeah.
Well, it'd be super random to just
It'd be
like,
cool,
hey,
but random. If,
like,
if they
how
got
does
Wolverine
think about
before,
Wolverine's,
if
like,
they got
power
Wolverine
and-
before Deadpool, you know how mad Ryan Reynolds is gonna be.
I mean, I could see him doing that. They're definitely probably going to get Wolverine before Deadpool because Deadpool's like one is doing so well, but it's like he's just in his own secluded world pretty much. You know?
And he's like in the beginning of X-Men too. Whenever they show that clip in Deadpool 2, Beast is young, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that World War II era where what was that movie where they're younger?
First Class,
First Class.
probably it.
Yeah, I was
Also,
interested to see that Deadpool was like in that timeline of the younger X-Men, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, just because you mean the scene where they're in the mansion.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know. That's not First Class. That's just the newer guys. He's actually not like Beast isn't actually that young. It's just how he looks now. He does look young in that. Because in Days of Future Past, that's when they did like they retcon basically like all the shit that happened before. So all these people came back to life. They looked different, and now they're new actors. So it's like, oh, now it makes sense because it's like this never happened that way. So these are different people, sort of. I fucking never finished. I fell asleep.
It's pretty good.
It didn't seem like
I liked it. It wasn't like
it took too long
on
to
my
pick up. I
seat
don't
or
know.
something like that, but I thought it was pretty okay. Apocalypse looks like a bitch,
Yeah, he does. He does look like a.
but the ending's pretty. I like the end. The ending has a very.
They didn't
significant thing,
retcon
so
shit
they
from
could,
that though,
because they're
right?
gonna do a solo movie of what's her name? Phoenix. Phoenix.
Are they?
They're doing a solo movie of her.
Ow, what?
Plays a major part in a lot of shit.
Yeah, but it's usually
X-Men stuff.
bad.
Evil? Is that what you're talking about?
Dark Phoenix. I guess we'll just see what.
I just know they announced it. Oh, yawning. Not good.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Did talk yawn. I can't believe you expect more. Like, I thought it was pretty good executed. I cried. Felt bad when Spider-Man
Oh
died.
yeah, that was.
Like, I didn't cry, but I was definitely like...
I definitely
Those
teared
feel
up.
like-
No, I definitely teared up. I definitely teared up in the theater.
So quiet. Everybody's just
I think most of the people fucking because he did so good.
Yeah.
It was like you felt like there was a kid in front of you dying. Like
Right.
he was like, "Oh my god, please!" Like his body
Yeah.
moving around and like everything. It was like, "No, like save him, Tony! Tony, save him! What are you doing?"
It's just like, this is why I didn't want to be a part of this. Goosebump's just
like-
talking about it.
like it would've
Goosebumps
mattered.
just talking about it.
It wouldn't have mattered if whether or not he was a part of it. Like he would have been in the. It wasn't like a proximity. Well, hey, you're close.
Right.
Bam.
I gotta say, Spider-Man was my favorite though.
Oh yeah.
Out of there.
We're using real names? Or
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
using
using our
our
fake name.
Fake names. No, I'm Spider-Man.
That was
Makes me
good.
want to fucking
Yeah,
watch
no,
it.
it's just like, oh man.
Might have to start. I don't know if I'm making it all the way through it, but
Stark is an asshole by now. And it's just like, really, it was like Iron Man 1. He's like not an asshole.
That character change is supposed to happen.
right, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what like the played in the Civil War and all that. Like that character change is so good. Robert Downey Jr. keeps it too. He
I
does
know.
it so well.
He does.
That's what it was like. I don't know. Going back into that, because for whatever reason, I just wasn't thinking about the Civil War thing. After Civil War was over, it was like, all right, the movie's over. Now we're moving on to Thanos. But then it was like going into it and fucking when Bruce Banner's like, we'll just call up Cap, and he's like, yeah, I can't just do that.
Yeah.
I'm not really like on the best of terms right now. And he's like, yeah, we're all gonna die. And he's like, nah, man, can't call him. And it's like,
Yeah.
really? Like, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Can you
Let
please?
me fucking handle this
Yeah.
first. Like I've been telling them that we don't need to do it all by this protocol, and then like everybody ends up like going to the protocol because they're all like, ah shit, Cap is right. World's gonna be ending, and then so you see them all switch, and then you see the general dude. He's like, yeah, if you all do this, I'm exiting on you.
Right.
They're like,
Welcome.
you obviously don't want the world to live or understand the bigger picture. Doctor.
See, I've seen a little bit of a spoiler, and I feel like it has to come in the next movie, but I've seen that one. You're watching some guy, and he talks about how Thor beats the shit out of Captain America. And it's like, in a sense, just like, is like, oh, yeah, like, you're the team leader of the Avengers or whatever. And, like, you know, you got this shiny suit, and it's all cool, but
Did I say that?
I'm a god. You didn't say that. I said you were watching some guy.
There's probably a different like.
Oh, that was probably just his theory of something. It was probably that guy's theory of what.
No, he was like, this happened in the comics.
Remember?
Will it happen
Oh,
in the
wait.
movie?
That Captain
I guess
America?
we'll see.
He turns evil from like the mind gem or something.
But yeah, it was like seeing that and then watching Infinity Wars like a dummy. It was just like, man,
I think that was Captain
why don't
America.
you just fucking man up and do this shit already? You know what I'm saying?
Who the
Thor
fuck
could have had
was-
him.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hand off.
But I mean, but that's the
If they
point.
would've
But
came
that's the
correct,
point.
they
Though.
would've had
They
him.
could have done it. They could have had him when they were all sitting there on the planet too. You're gonna go into it when
If you
it's
put this
like,
into character, like if you put this into
fucking,
character perspective and everything like that, Thor didn't want, like when he's attacking Thanos, he didn't want to just like end it, right? He wanted Thanos to feel like, I got my
lost.
payback. I've got my payback. Everything you worked hard for, I get my last word said to you before I just kill you, something like that. Like,
And I mean, most of the time-
it's the same selfish pity thing that like the reason why they need to get the glove off, and like the little shit that pisses you off is that character development that they've
Right.
worked really hard on developing.
yeah.
See, I guess that's where it's like, now you really get to see the actual development. Which is crazy because it's like you see the development of Thor is like, oh, like I'm a god,
Unstoppable.
Like, yeah, but like I could come and like fuck around here on Earth and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's like now his whole world is gone, and it's just like he's on a very like human level of like you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's just fucking lost in this
Lost
movie.
his brother,
yeah.
supposedly, which they confirmed he's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Thanos is like, there's no coming back.
what I saw, but
He's definitely on the set of the new movie,
Comes
or
back.
it's gonna be like some kind of
Obi-Wan and Yoda are standing next to him.
retcon. Like not retcon, but like after they do it, like they can somehow use the Infinity Gauntlet or something. Or just I don't know, because I still have to watch Ant-Man and Wasp, but they keep talking about how the quantum realm's gonna be this huge thing. About how they get in like the soul.
because they're supposedly
Yeah,
there
whatever.
just in quantum realm.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, they haven't explained it.
So
how they're doing
Ant-Man
it.
didn't die by the snap, huh? Yeah.
Got the good ones.
Yeah. For real.
Any movie that made
I do like. Anyone that did better than the original Avengers. What's going on?
We'll decide. You know how? Oh, his movie's terrible. All right. He stayed. We gotta keep trying with this guy.
We need him to care more.
We need him to be in this movie.
I mean, that was definitely the big thing with the snap. Was like, because going into it, you're like, well, like if you already knew about the shit, it's like, well, there's gonna be 2 more Spider-Man movies for sure because he's already confirmed for him. There's gonna be 2 more Black Panthers. He's already confirmed for him. There's like all these people that you're like, they can't die because they're
But the thought of them being gone
and then, boom,
is scary.
They died.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit! Like it became this whole like oh shit moment of no way.
Everything I know is a lie.
Yeah. It was like they don't give a fuck right now. Like what? But like I mean, clearly they're gonna come back. We know that they're filming a new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, and it's gonna be good because Tom
it doesn't matter.
Holland is
right. Because he's fucking amazing, yeah.
Best Spider-Man by far.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it's so crazy, though, watching Infinity Wars, then it was like 2 or 3 days later, I seen the Joe Rogan thing. Smart guy. I said he was someone.
Elon Musk?
I forget who I said he was. Like Mark Zuckerberg or something.
Yeah, that's right. He was like, yeah, I was just watching this.
Way off.
Yeah, he was watching the podcast of Mark Zuckerberg. I was like, he was on Joe Rogan? When was he on Joe Rogan? I don't remember that one at all. He was like, he was saying how he's, he's pretty smart and how he was like,
he's smart. He's a genius.
He fucking sent rockets up in space. It's like, Elon Musk. No, that's not Mark Zuckerberg. I got you. I see who you're talking about.
Very
now.
similar,
Oh yeah, super close.
Whatever.
That was a really good podcast, but yeah.
Rich white guy.
He could be Iron Man.
He could, though. That guy.
He could be Iron Man.
Dude, the way he was talking about, what I was going to say is, like, the way he talked about AI and then, like, Thanos and, like, his view of stuff was just like, yeah, like, this happens to every planet populated, you know what I'm saying? And then fucks it up for everyone. And since I was kind of let down because I thought his original thing was like, oh, like, fuck death. I just want to get up in there.
I mean, death are gonna
get up in there.
Get all up in there.
Death's gonna need
Let that shit air dry, baby.
Peanut butter. Why did you say that, dude? I was like so tired coming in at 11 o'clock and I turned the corner and Jimmy's just there. He's like, peanut butter and jelly. What's up, my mom?
What's up, my mom?
I just was like so tired. I was like, all right.
Am I dreaming?
I guess that's what we're doing today. I was like, have you watched Mall Cop lately? What? Who just goes out of their way to watch that movie?
It's Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
Yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to.
You know what's weird is like, I'm trying to think which one. Right, on your right. That would be me. I'm on the right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Marco.
No, because he said on the left.
Oh, left. So you're Marco, I'm Russell, and this is Austin.
All right.
Anyway.
Marco.
Do we have Marco has to... Hey, my name Marco.
You can do whatever voice you want. But so, what the fuck were you talking about? Now I just got fucked.
Any voice that I may choose from.
So, I guess while we're still on the Marvel thing, the new Spider-Man game.
So good.
So good.
The character, the storyline.
Graphics were great.
Character development.
Yeah. You mean I can sit and watching it?
Yeah, I can actually like Doc Ock before he becomes an asshole. What? Yeah, he's actually like a really good guy.
I actually didn't like him actually.
Well, no, but he was like a good guy, and they kind of got you to. He was going in with like why he was doing shit, and then like he was like, dude, he was helping.
Goblin. I definitely thought it was gonna be Green Goblin to bring the Sinister Six together.
That's why it was so good. They fucking jangle those keys in front of you. Give them to me.
Then you see the helmet.
No.
See the helmet, you put it on. There's so much like
everything.
Yeah, room
honestly,
to like If this was like an intro game, they did the best job that they could do for an intro game.
Cry. That was the.
I was like trying to hold back a burp. Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay. I was like, why is he crying right now about this?
What's your favorite? On the topic of Marvel Comics, what's your favorite fast food? That's a hard one though. Who did I ask this the other day? I asked somebody this.
Actual fast food or?
Yeah, I asked somebody what the fast food thing was.
Does like Mexican places count? Like
yeah, fast food.
Taco fajitas.
There's got to be a chain that everyone knows about.
Taco fajitas. Go there.
Where's that at?
It's on Meridian.
Guess we're gonna have taco fajitas here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's like where we work, and then you just keep going north till like what is Lost Sock on? Whatever road that's on. It's Meridian and whatever that road is. Taco fajitas, Google it.
They come in with the real good
memes. Good memeing.
To be fair, Elon Musk smoking marijuana shouldn't be that surprising. Like, granted, he doesn't smoke it that often, but like the way the man handled it was like the way the man handled it was like.
I don't know how much he inhaled either, but it was great for the meme because like he made the perfect face. Like
yeah.
Like it was the perfect
no shit.
thing.
Much higher than space.
Like I gotta imagine. Yeah. Maybe I was wrong.
He looks like that actor that played Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2. I forget his name.
I don't fucking remember.
But he looks like that guy, like square head.
He could be Dr. Octopus too. He could fund it. He could do
next
it.
Dr. Octopus.
Depends whether he's trying to be good or evil.
John seen West Virginia. I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen that.
That's from Daddy's Home too.
But Elon Musk smoking marijuana. Kanye and his new Roblox with Lil Pump. That's the thing I was telling you about.
That thing looked just
dumb. Dude, I don't understand what it's going on. Yeah. And then the faces. Woo!
Yeah.
Kanye makes the funniest faces in that whole video.
You just gotta know at this point that he's like
a troll.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Troll is fucking. Make a fucking meme of your life and it'll fucking viral instantly.
What happens when your life is just a.
That is my life,
and you get famous.
I'm living that right now.
Exactly. You don't though. You have to be trying to meme life, not letting life meme. If life memes you,
that's the new phrase. What happened to that guy? His life got memed.
Got memed.
He got memed too hard, man.
He didn't make life a meme.
We're starting a new trend for millennials and their topics of way to say shit.
Hey man, I'm totally a millennial.
Yeah.
Here.
Like, we're with you.
Tide Pods are good. Love them.
And delicious.
Am I the asshole? Have you seen that video?
I'm pretty sure.
CEO of fucking
we're
Tide Pods?
Yeah, CEO of Tide Pods.
It's not really the CEO of Tide Pods.
Okay.
It was a Funny or Die thing.
Funny.
Like, yeah. It's like we've heard that you've been that we've had people eating our Tide Pods, and we're here to tell you that don't do that. We do not condone that. Try some of our products, like this new Tide Pod. It was like Tide Pod on a stick or something. Like,
oh yeah.
They're just like
detergent on a stick, and you just put it in.
Yeah.
It's like this looks like cotton candy.
This is cotton candy. Yeah, he's like,
I'm looking at this, man.
Try this new. It was like, well, try our other products. This
cherry flavored tampons.
Yeah.
Not only. Because why are we flavoring this? Because why would you flavor this a tampon? And not only that, but people are gonna try and eat this.
Try the new Schick razor. This is a cheeseburger. He's like, somebody give me some shaving cream.
This doesn't shave my face as smooth as a baby's bottom. It's your ass.
Yeah.
He like starts to shave. He's like, wow, this is really smooth.
Yeah. Like, I don't know about that other stuff, but. Yeah, no, I'll get behind this. It's funny. It's a Funny or Die thing. I'll fucking
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll figure it out before you leave.
It's funny as fuck.
It's so sad but true, man. It's so sad but true.
It's shit, isn't it? Yup.
Oh, is it chocolate? Is it poop? I don't know. But I'm gonna taste it either way. It's like,
I don't know what side to stand on for that. You know, like, do you have sympathy for these kids, or do you
can't say
not?
it doesn't look edible. That motherfucker looks edible. You know that the contents inside are not edible.
No, right.
But you touch a Tide Pod, the texture,
The kids
everything
that are
says,
doing this for views and everything, like, if you're working a goddamn
I do anything for the
computer,
views.
if you're working a computer, you should be smart enough to know, like, probably not good.
yeah.
Probably.
That's why they're doing it. They know it's not good.
There's no
Like,
probably.
this will get me a lot of views.
There's no probably. This is not good. This is not good.
But
No.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, man, I want to be like, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're gonna die eventually. We're all gonna die. But
say
like, you probably are gonna die
Say
sooner.
you could make a 10,000 follower fan base because you do stupid shit like this, and those 10,000 followers stay behind you, and now no longer are you just living a normal life. You're doing stupid shit.
Now you're living a normal life
If I got
with
Steve-O
10,000 followers.
or
I think
Johnny
10,000
Knoxville
followers is
on
enough
me,
to
right?
matter. I think it has to be higher than that.
10K will get you at least behind something. YouTube,
If like
anything like that,
Steve-O
you
knocks
still
on
make
my
money.
door and he's like, "Hey, bro,
10,000 isn't even-
bots today, and then we're gonna do some Xanax." And
You
I
get your
was
first
just
plaque
like,
for 5
"Fuck yeah, Steve-O."
First plaque for 5,000 followers?
subscribers. I don't know. I'd have to look at the plaques.
Yeah. Because I know that in order to get any money from it, you have to get like 1 million views, which is fucking ridiculous.
We need to start a
Million
bot
views.
company,
A
guys.
bot company? Or we just sell
No,
our
for
bots
real.
out, sell our bots to people?
What do you mean sell bots? No, like we just.
Bots is
Bots,
individual.
what I mean by bots is like for views.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, in turn, sell your bots to people. So you'd be like, hey, you want more views on this? Buy my bots, my programming
Why
bots.
wouldn't you
views.
just take the bot?
I mean, you could. You
Yeah,
could.
because like,
Yeah.
but then like they can tell.
Yeah.
There's actually they really can't tell the difference between something blowing up and something that has bots. There's a band out of Chicago. Let me remember the name here. Oh my god.
Chicago.
City, watch out, man. It was Hessler. Pretty sure it was Hessler. If not, I'm sorry to whatever band I'm about to fucking give your credit to. But they put this new they're like, oh, new music video coming out, bam, and they got like it wasn't even like 1 million. Got 100,000 or something. Somehow it got a bunch of, even if it was like 50,000 views over like 2 or 3 days. They got flagged and removed from YouTube for botting. You didn't bot this. This like been sharing the crap out of it, and that
Yeah.
TV picked it up on their news thing like YouTube takes down Chicago band's video for botting, even though that wasn't botted and blah blah blah. But it was like, okay, well then how the fuck do these other videos from these big people?
Exactly.
But it's like I'm pretty certain that just has to do with having a label. It's like your label like already has a contract with YouTube. I'm sure that we're like, all right,
And that makes
when we put our
sense,
stuff
yeah.
on there, it get as many views as it wants, and at the same time, it's
Exactly.
probably like they boost it. I'm sure, probably with bots, but it's just like, oh shit, like it's just part of the whole thing of like not having a label, and like why you still technically like labels. You don't need a label to make music or to
Yeah.
get your music out there anymore. So they have to find new things that you need a label for. And so
Exactly.
like, well, we have all this money. We'll just like kind of.
This is the back of the mic.
Okay. But so they like make
I
their
wonder
own
if that changes
fucking
anything.
shit, like their own. They create their own.
Blake, is this
Man.
better now that I turned it around?
I don't even know if Blake's still there.
Yes, he just tapped.
Oh yeah, he said be the next
Yeah,
ninja.
basically-
Yeah, I mean if anyone could
basically.
just be the next ninja.
I am the next ninja.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree. Okay.
Let it settle at that. Blake, what are
Like
your terms on that?
karate
Wait, he already put it.
stuff?
He probably already did. I wanted to know what his view on the. I didn't know if he put his thing on the. If he saw the CoD BR. He said it wasn't original though. I don't remember what he said
Yeah,
now.
he did say that. Blake, we
Blake's
told you
our
about
next-
the hot dog stuff, right?
Blake's our next. Actually, our next guest on our
You
podcast.
just got fucking now, just like Subway Mondays.
I don't know.
What if it's Subway
I don't
Sundays
know.
and we just bring somebody from work?
Yeah, Subway Sundays.
Yeah,
SS.
like- Or don't say SS.
God.
Yeah.
I hate you so much. Oh my gosh.
No, yeah.
All of our YouTube videos are gonna get flagged because I'm in them.
It's not even that bad.
That is a lot better, Justin. The mic was fucking turned around.
There you go. That makes sense.
No, his is good. He said it. Everything's good now.
Yeah.
That would explain why it's picking up though, because our voices are going this way,
Yeah.
and then it would be.
Good.
That's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. I don't know why. I was just like sitting here. I was like, why is his say newer and mine's black?
Man, Justin, I've been thinking like for the last 30 minutes, like, man, I just want to get into politics so that I can finally win one. What you mean, bro? I'm like, I don't know anything.
I don't know anything either.
I also thought about like, man, maybe I should just like
bullshit more.
Yeah, be a conservative.
Yeah.
I feel like I could.
First of all.
It's like, it's like I like more percentage of me.
Open-minded.
Oh no. Small percentage that's open-minded. You know what I'm saying?
Rest just wants to be an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, man.
So liberal?
Well, no, more like be a boss, kind of. Be in control.
Join me, we could be together.
I would love to join you, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I would love to be a Republican and just be able to feel good about it. I want someone to change my mind. Because you know what?
Go watch Steven Crowder.
Because
listen to his podcast.
Being a liberal,
show you his podcast.
You're just on the losing side. You know what I'm saying?
I'll show you Steven Crowder's podcast after this. No, he'll change your mind.
Is he the gay frogs guy?
No, that's Alex Jones.
I tell you,
chemicals that make the freaking frogs gay.
did I tell you that, like, I just found out that this guy that I knew through Devin was on there.
No, you told me that. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, he wasn't on. He wasn't like getting interviewed by Alex Jones. He was getting interviewed by the other guy. I don't remember his name because he's not all over the internet. But yeah, he was being interviewed with that guy, and as he's like talking about some dude, like, well, yeah, why is it that this guy always does this or whatever? And he's like, yeah, he never looks good doing it. I don't know why he keeps doing it. And then Alex Jones is like, oh, let me tell you about that guy. Blah blah blah. And then he starts like ranting. He's like doing his thing. It was fucking hilarious. And then like clearly he sounded drunk. I'm friends with Alex Jones. Like I don't see why everyone hates him. Like it's a bit or whatever. And like now everyone's taking it seriously. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But he was like, yeah, he's like he does this shit for like at least 8 to 10 hours a day every day. He's drinking a lot of that time.
Bad things.
So like halfway through it.
Wait,
Wait.
does Blake keep up with politics?
Keeps up a frog.
Turning gay.
Turning gay.
He's like, yeah, my frog's gay as fuck.
Yeah, my fucking frog's out here, bro. Yeah.
I'm trying to feed him regular water.
I gave him Aquafina. Yeah, he comes in, he starts to say, I am a Russian robot, beep, bop, boop, boop. It's like, I was like, it's an inside job, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it was hilarious. It was great shit, but it was like the whole time, it's like, holy shit, like, I've met that guy like once on there. And not that it like means he's famous or anything, and apparently he actually buys into all that stuff pretty hard, so like, I probably wouldn't want to actually talk to him. But like,
yeah.
But, hey, I know that guy kind of. Like, yeah, it's like, oh. Apparently, Seth was saying that he tried to turn Devin into a Nazi and kind of successfully did it for like a couple years. Like,
really?
Devin bought like black boots.
Like
cargo
pants.
I was like, you know what? I kind of remember Devin having those black boots. Holy shit, is that what happened? I thought he was just like trying to go goth like for some girl or something. Shit. And he's like, no, man, it was that guy trying to like, he's just like got in his head. And eventually I was like, you give me my friend back. And he was like, you get that fuck out of you, Nazi piece of shit. And no, he said that to Devin. He's like, you need to quit being a fucking Nazi, you bitch. And get over to my house. We're going to play video games. And he's like, all right. Like, he's like won him back over pretty much.
He's like, you know what? I'm really not.
It might have been a little
being a Nazi.
Different.
That might have been somewhat of
dramatized.
Yeah, a little dramatized. Dramatization, but
yeah, I'm not going back into politics until I know my shit. That's my next fucking move here on this chessboard.
never talked about politics again.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna curveball that shit. Somebody's gonna be on here, and the right person, I'm just gonna be like, all right, motherfucker.
You so you
let me open a can of bears.
Racist.
I'm not fucking.
Boom.
Do that.
That's how you prove it. First one to say that they're not racist. Spotted them.
I know. It's the first one that they always fucking say is racist because it's so funny how I react.
It's how you react. It shows whether or not you're
Watch
racist.
out for skinheads, dude. I put my cap on every day.
I mean, my old tattoo artist. He had some crazy stories.
But yeah, I remember I said that one night, and you were just like,
Don't talk to
I'm
him
not
anymore,
racist. But I never told you the story. Is like, man, my buddy Leroy has a black uncle, man. And Leroy, I mean, he's white, but he's like always into like hip hop culture, just like that kind of stuff. I was like, man, he definitely like knows black people, specifically. Like, he knows them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Better than any other white guy I know. He was like, man, I think all white people are racist, man. Like, just a little bit. But I feel like what he's saying is like, everybody's racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta accept it. I don't know what you do from there, but it's like,
I think racism is funny in this type of context. No, like no matter what it is or who said, like in comedy terms, like racism is funny in a context, like way in a jokingly manner. It is funny, but like when it's in a serious thing, racism, then like you can obviously tell that when it's a joke and like when it's a serious thing that's gonna affect someone, like actually affect someone, or when it's like a biased opinion and not like unfair or something like that. Like there's the 2 points, like joking and racism and like a thing. Like that goes with comedy. There can be racism, like comedy jokes and stuff like that. And sure, those people might get like lose some fault, like fans and stuff like that, because there's some people out there just all around against like racism.
Yeah.
But there is like jokes out there that are just like, oh shit, that was good. That's fucking good. That was a good one. And then there's, and then there's like, that's why like you can tell a good joke from a bad joke too. Like it's because of the topic itself being so like touchy. It's like,
Some people can't.
you probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
I really am.
I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for him too.
See,
He made good
now it's
movies.
just gonna be fucking going back to all that shit. See, the Dave Bautista might not be.
Yeah. No, I saw the video.
Good for him.
Because he's
Because
really
James Gunn
behind
got
James
fired.
Gunn, and he liked James Gunn a lot.
Like standing up for him. It's like good shit. You know, that's what you need.
Be fair.
why has he got to stand for it? What's the deal? What's
You not know anything about it?
no?
Nah, shit.
Right. This fresh news, hot off the press.
Just yesterday, James Gunn.
James Gunn has been fired from directing the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for.
Racism comments, and he made
Well, it
way
wasn't
back.
racist. It was about
controversial?
child molesters
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Controversial would be the way to go.
Controversial comments on his Twitter feed way before he was even a director. Well, before he was a big director.
Yeah.
Or Disney picked him up, and somebody found his old stuff and was like, "This is terrible. Why would you ever?" Which is true. They were terrible. They weren't funny. They're not even really jokes. They were like
Statements.
really like bad attempts at jokes that were terrible. And he like came out and said like, "Yeah, I went through this phase where I was just trying to be super edgy. I just started posting stuff like that, trying to be funny. Like, really, it didn't work. And, like, I didn't take it off." So I guess.
Why would you not? As if you ever get famous and you just like think about stuff, it's like, have I ever done something that's really stupid that like could follow me on the internet? And you just gotta start going through shit. Take 2 nights a week out of your day and go back through all your social media, all the crap that you think
I
you've.
don't remember, to be honest. I don't know what you're talking about. I know Rosie O'Donnell made a comment
Trump?
like that, but it was not another lady.
Yeah.
But
I
her
don't
thing,
remember
her
what
thing
about
was
it.
also a joke.
Yeah.
They were talking about that with Joe. I think it was Joe Rogan and Ari.
It's just how sketchy it is. Like,
talking
it's
about it. They're
different. Like,
it was a setup punchline type thing. Like,
right.
look, she looks like a cross between this and this. And then it was like, oh, she does. That's funny. That's a joke.
Right.
And it was like, she said that, but she said that one lady monkey from the Planet of the Apes. And
It just so happened to be.
Since she said a monkey and that she was talking about a black lady, it's like, that is kind of racist, but that's also not what she was going for when she
Has to say ape. Would ape been a better?
No, that was still the same thing. The same thing with the people in Abercrombie and Fitch or whoever.
Well, yeah, I'm
the coolest monkey in the jungle, and then like the kid that they put in this little
African American boy
was a little black kid, and that's racist. That's racist. Like, and
Shut
like
up,
you're gonna put that in
racist.
like catalogs and
Like,
shit.
having stuff like come
Yeah,
up.
like this is racist.
You
This is
decide.
racist. That's
No,
on
I would
the
never
fence.
give my own opinion on it. I'd be like, you decide. And
Right.
I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
shut
you
up.
probably shouldn't do it. Like,
Yeah, I hate.
it'd be funny. It would be funny because we'd have the picture of the black kid up there with that. It's like, yes, that's racist.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell thing. It's like kind of on the fence, maybe. Yeah, it's racist, but it's also kind of whatever. Picture Justin up there. Huh?
You have like the little green check mark or like the red.
Yeah.
It's like, and they
Like,
said, the
and
survey
voting.
says,
Voting going on the chat now. Yeah, it's like, oh, just because we could do that. We could put on like a straw poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Now it's a
fucking
plan.
funny.
Now it's a plan.
But then it's a joke, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Production level gets up there eventually.
Whatever goes wrong, just say you were being edgy.
Yeah,
always been
it doesn't
edgy.
work because James Gunn didn't get his shit back. And then there was a petition.
It doesn't work.
I signed that petition to get him back. I was like, hell yeah.
Michael Peters right there.
I'll do it. And then it was
Ooh,
like,
let's give it
Disney was like, yeah, we know that you guys got like all these signatures wanting him back, but we're just letting you know now, like, he's not coming back. We're not bringing him back.
We're
It's
just letting
against
you
our
know
shit.
we don't care about you.
They probably like already paid enough money from the contracts and shit, and like all
Maybe.
that's like settled.
Either way, though, you just don't
Yeah,
get-
he probably settled on something, right?
the thing.
Because you don't just like
you
walk
just got
away.
fired.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, you just
fired.
got
You
fired.
got
You
let
have
go.
contracts and stuff.
No, you got fired, bro.
I don't think you have.
There's gotta be some sort of like.
Anything, you owe them money because you were supposed to produce a product that now they don't even they don't even want you to produce.
Yeah. It would definitely. I don't know. I mean, because I've never had.
He's produced.
Well, I'm not saying he's.
I've never had the opportunity to sign a contract like that, so I don't know exactly. I don't know anyone to like ask.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, in like football, when you sign a contract with a team, they can trade you, or they can trade
There's
you
gotta
away.
be
They can
something
trade you away.
legally.
The thing is
There's
I'm
gotta be
pretty
something
sure.
legally that goes down to where he had to be like, yeah, okay, this is good enough for me. If this is good enough for you, I'll just walk away and you can fire me. And that's got to be what they put on social media.
No, I don't think so. It's the other way around. I'd assume, kind of like football, because it's like if the player wants to leave really bad, well, like, and then the people don't want to let them go, and it's like they can be an asshole and be like, all right, you're not going to get this money. Like, you'll get the money that you get at the very beginning, like your little upfront money.
You get money from box office.
Okay,
Right.
so now we're going back to that. Okay, sure, but it's like
I'm
the
taking
company,
what you're saying
the
now,
company
putting it into-
itself, like the big organization, is the one that in the contracts always makes sure that it's worded get the better end of the deal or whatever. So it's like same thing about when you get a job, how it's like we can fire you at any time for no reason. You have to agree to that if you want to work here. Like the biggest bullshit thing. Like, oh, so I can work here at your job, but you have the ability to fire me for no reason whatsoever at any point in time, and I can't do anything about it. People still win the cases sometimes. Termination or whatever. But technically, legally, and like they're fine.
Right.
I think it's up to you to prove that it was something like they were being like prejudiced toward me for this reason. So that's why it doesn't matter. But I'm guessing that's what, like, well, he signed his contract to be like, yeah, I'll do these things. Like, yeah, we'll pay you for and then time though. That's probably what happened, was that they were like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you can't be saying this shit online. He's like, yeah, it was, forever ago, before any of these movies. Like, yeah, sorry, bud, we're gonna have to let you go. And stuck with it. How fucking good it's gonna be. I hope, honestly, out of anyone,
It's gonna be like a fucking Superman type thing, not Superman, a Justice League type thing.
God, no,
They lose the director halfway through, and they have to keep going off of it. And
probably not that. But I hope if they get anybody, I hope it's that dude from fucking Ragnarok.
no, they just get Kevin Smith.
That'd be pretty dope too. I'd be totally.
Yeah,
Like, give him like Phase 4. Give Kevin.
I think
Smith
he's
a
more
movie.
DC, isn't he?
No, he really fucking likes. I mean,
I think he likes DC more, doesn't he?
He just loves comics.
I know he loves comics. I just
He'd be down for either one. I think the thing is
Why
that
am I picturing him replacing?
I don't think he's real skinny. He's real skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny now.
He's super skinny.
The soper.
Super skinny.
Super skinny.
Oh yeah. Kevin Smith he almost died from a heart attack.
Yeah, so he had to lose 50
The
pounds.
doctor told him to lose 50 pounds. He lost
60.
Or
I lost 60.
he might have lost more, but that was his whole thing. The doc told me or 50 pounds, so I figured why not add 4 more or something.
Yeah.
Pounds. I forget the exact tweet or whatever, but he's super skinny now, and then like he's a vegetarian. That good stuff. You can afford to be like you could be a vegetarian without having a bunch of money, I'm sure, but like have the money, have the good stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You know, where that fake stuff that's not really meat and not really whatever. But I don't know. He's a vegan. He's past a vegetarian. He's a vegan. So he like doesn't have cheese.
Vegan, by the way.
Milk, no cheese or milk. But yeah, so it's like he lost a bunch of weight. It's kind of weird having him standing next to. No?
Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
But no, I would definitely be down for him to have a fucking. Cause it's like I think the whole thing with the DC. Well, I don't know if you. In the scroll episodes, but I mean, he had the opportunity to. It's like in the new Phase 4, give him one that's like not. I don't know what he'd go for because I feel like he does more.
Yeah.
You don't want to give him something that's too. But the problem is like Marvel movies are lighter, they're a lot lighthearted. So it's like you still want to have something kind of serious. You'd want your serious moment with him, and then just all of a sudden throw in like Silent Bob in there. Wasn't he? Was he on the? No, wait. What was that? Oh yeah, that was the Flash episode. First episode of the Flash first episode that he did on the Flash, and he asked Jason. He was like, "Hey man, you want to be on the Flash?" And he's like, "Yes." Oh my god, like fucking love the Flash. And like
Story gets robbed, and he's like, "Hey, stop."
He's like, "That's my mom's truck."
Yeah.
It was like that was Jay from the movies, you know,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, that's my mom's." Or what's the fucking thing he says from? Yeah, he's like, "That's my ex-girlfriend's monkey." Like that's all I heard when he said that. I was like, "No way!" Yeah, like,
For sure.
Yeah, it was like, damn.
That's my ex-girlfriend's monkey.
No, that was it. I was like, yes, fuck yes. And then, like, watched the thing where Kevin Smith was talking about it. He was like, yeah, when I told him he could be on that episode, and he was super excited, and he like lit up, like he looked like a little girl that just, you know, she got a pony for Christmas or whatever the fuck. And then like after they shot that scene, he was like, "Hey, do you want to be a super villain at the end of this episode?" When he like releases all the villains, like, yeah, whatever. Like it was fucking Reverse Flash, I think, still.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you know, Reverse Flash or whatever. And he was like, "I can be a super villain." It's like, yeah, like we'll get a costume and everything. And he's like, he said he just started crying. He was like, "This is like the happiest day of my life, aside from when my daughter was born. Like, there's my daughter being born, and then the day that I got to be a super villain on a TV show for like a second." Yeah.
For real though.
Like, oh my god, dude, that's crazy. But it'd be fun. It'd be awesome. And then you know he'd be in the Marvel movie if fucking Kevin Smith got a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey man, do you want to be in this
get him
movie?"
in
He's
here.
like, "Fuck yeah, I do." But
Get him in here.
you would like to see him get like a Batman movie
Yeah.
because he knows Batman a lot. He has his own Batman podcast, Fat Man.
Fat Man, yeah.
The thing is, yeah, like, does he have to
Definitely
change
think
that?
he's DC. I think
Does
he's.
he have to change that now? Fat Man?
No, you
Batman
keep
on
it.
Batman?
You keep it. You keep it. Skinny
You,
Man on Batman.
you definitely keep it, but I mean,
You keep
yeah.
it. But I'm down. We're hitting a good hour mark for me. If you guys are down to wrap up. 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. It is 2 a.m. Jimmy does have to be at work and like.
I have to be there at 9.
Yeah.
Wait, what time do you work till? Yeah, I'm going to 11 to 4.
Ain't at 9 hours, but all right. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Topics: Spider-Man: The New Game. Play it. It's fucking amazing.
Sponsored.
That's
Sponsor
fine.
us.
Oh yeah. Sponsor us, please. Any Marvel thing. Fuck, dude.
We got you.
Shoot us something. I would love it. Just these little
Stanley
stickers,
cameo.
some little shit we can hang on the wall. I would love it.
And to our fans, send us shit.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, he was in here. I mean, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But he hosted Jim Jones. Whatever.
Owner of the Jim and Joan.
Marvel or DC for a Batman movie. Get Kevin Smith a fucking directing job. Come on.
We can do it.
Or even if it's not a big movie.
Sorry for bad audio with my mic being turned around.
Give him
this fucking
give him a
podcast.
Netflix. Give him a Netflix one, you know.
Yeah, his own Netflix thing. That'd be badass.
That would be so badass. I would fucking love that. Okay, so yeah. Episode 9, wrapping it up. Featuring Jimbo.
Jim Jones. I got this. So you can
not Jim Jones, the Jim Jones. That's a different Jim. But anything else? Wrapping up episode 9.
All right. Nope.
See you next time. All right.
Next time.
Zip it up and zip it out.